Fiesta time. I see everybody else is here already rolling, so I'm miles behind. I'll catch up.
I'm talking, but I'm definitely not playing. I don't feel up to it.
Nah, okay.
I don't really
enjoy your company.
I have felt terrible all day because of nocturnal heartburn.
That's not good.
Oh no,
it's
skeleton.
For
you
me,
have exerted efforts, right?
Well, I did exert efforts, but also today it's caffeine withdrawal on top of that. So I didn't make any coffee. Which, I mean, I could just go make coffee, but it's 7:29 where I am right now. It seems like a bad idea.
Have a coffee and then be up for the next 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just take some unground beans and stick them in your cheek like you were a tobacco chewer.
What?
That is literally, technically something that I could do.
Yeah, and it would give you your fix.
I'm not confident that it would.
What?
But, having as little experience with that particular action as I have, I need to review the facts and examine more evidence to come to a...
Well, I know just eating the beans would get you there.
Too simple, obviously.
Nasty. Well, there's like chocolate-covered coffee beans are like a thing.
Yeah, I've had chocolate-covered espresso beans in particular before, but I'm pretty sure they do get roasted, and I think that espresso beans have like something about them that makes it easier or better to do that way. Also, I didn't like them very much as a candy, so...
Yeah, they're pretty bitter. Because you got bitter chocolate and bitter coffee.
Yeah. One of the local grocery stores had like big thing like $2 for a pile of like chocolate covered peanuts, and those were always really good.
Yeah, that's just like the easy way to make a good candy. It's just chocolate and peanut, and you're there. It's just you got your fat, you got your sugar, you're there.
And don't forget salt.
Yeah, and your salt.
Like that is the trifecta of human cravings.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I have an adamantoise to beat up.
Which is why I will one day invent the ultimate state fair food. Funnel cake Doritos.
Oh my god.
Look, people have been trying to invent the ultimate state fair food for...
millennia.
Yeah.
How are you going to make Doritos? It's impossible to make Doritos.
No, I buy the Doritos.
I watch.
And then I make them into funnel cakes.
Oh, okay, that sounds far more feasible than what I was imagining, which was a Dorito that is flavored like funnel cake. Like, you know, how they have all their special flavors.
That would be doable too, though. That'd be like a little bit of,
you would have...
little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of, I could fuck with that.
A Dorito with powdered sugar on it? Like...
Yeah.
Maybe not that far. I would absolutely go down with a Dorito, like, just covered in cinnamon and shit that just did not have the prior seasonings on it.
Why? You mean you don't want your Cool Ranch churro?
No, actually. I feel like it would conflict with the other taste.
Oh,
Yeah, where did they go? How this is also a scientific mystery. How did they go directly to Cool Ranch? Where were the ranch?
What was normal ranch?
Well, Dilbert shot all the people who disagreed, so it was just erased from history. Try on Google costume. Yes, I'm referencing an ancient meme. You see, before he made
Skull.
Barkley shut up and jam, Chef Boyardee made videos for college, for a college video course, that convinced his teachers and classmates that he was a deranged person. And the names of them are Dilbert 1, Dilbert 2, and Dilbert 3. And in Dilbert 3, Dilbert asks somebody from the Dilbert comic that I do not remember, at gunpoint, ranch or Cool Ranch? And upon answering ranch, he shot her.
I see.
Look, I want you to check out this website.
Yeah,
Just go to www.nfl.com and just check it out.
it's the same Dilbert. People don't talk about Dilbert 2 and Dilbert 3 a lot, but not a lot of people talk about Dilbert 1.
I'm now less confident in my prior enjoyment of Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, which until now I had considered to be, kind of short and sweet, a lot of humor, very effective, and even containing like deeper themes than most JRPGs tend to do.
Yeah, but the existence of somebody making Dilbert videos has tarnished your view of.
I think, yeah, a little. Man, although no, Barkley came afterward, right?
Yes,
So
Barkley came afterward.
This is just evidence of growth. That's all.
I
don't need to worry.
I feel like I need to replay that game at some point, but I worry that it won't hold up.
I feel like a couple of things may not hold up here and there, but the overall package might
The
still
Cosby
survive.
stuff is less funny than it was in
Yeah,
2008.
for sure.
That's basically it, though.
Yeah, that's really not his fault.
That's not his fault.
That's not Chef Boyardee's fault.
Right.
Also, it wasn't just his baby, because it was Gort and Liam. There were like a whole bunch of people who made that game. It was like a very zeitgeist thing. Hello, Coat. Hello, MC Settle. I beat the Moogle Eater, and now we're talking about Chef Boyardee.
I have to figure out how to beat Soul Cannon. I have no goddamn clue how I'm gonna do this.
Beastmaster Berserker, probably, right? What's your team?
Thief, Beastmaster, Berserker.
2 Berserkers, Blitz Whip, Moonring Blade.
Hey, I'm trying to think what animal we can capture 3 times, and then
Probably Sandbear, actually.
it would probably be Sandbear, yeah.
So 3 Sandbears. Use the Lightning Whip and the Moonring Blade to try to focus down the blasters.
Yeah, right now I'm just working through the flamethrowers and such on the sides, but...
And once your targeting can't fail, that's when you unleash 3 Sandbears. And honestly, that should be, like, most of the way there, I think.
Okay.
The Lightning Whip should help. It'll also help against the flamethrowers if you've got it.
Yeah, I've got the Lightning Whip that's already in my possession for...
I just sold it because I wanted to buy magic.
Yeah, I think my current issue that I'm just seeing against the flamethrowers is that my numbers are just garbage.
Ooh. Yeah. You might... Your Berserker numbers should be fine at least. Only bards, huh? Ooh.
Bards.
At least you'll be good afterwards, but yeah, that's going to be really painful. It's a worse thief for a while. And thief is already bad.
Yeah. But no, I think about that a lot. Like, not Barkley in particular, just like about revisiting things and if they hold up to the memory of what they were. Because I've had it happen recently where, like, on both sides of it, where it's like revisiting a thing and it absolutely was everything I recall, and revisiting a thing and having it be so much worse than it was.
I think that the best way to go about that is to only is to focus on the good parts of both of those things, you know? As in the worst case, you still have the memory of it being good. And, like, that has value. And in the best case, you get to say, I told you so to yourself, you know? Or it's like, maybe, like, Hudson Hawk wasn't as good as you thought it was. But maybe you still liked it.
Overestimating the appeal of spiting yourself.
Yeah,
now, I know present company understood.
Yeah.
That's a good pitch, but now my take on the matter is that anything that deserves, or anything that can be destroyed by the truth deserves to be destroyed by the truth.
Oh, certainly.
The what's his face, Spaceman. He talked about space a lot.
That was Mr. Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan. Jeez, thank you.
It's not 9 p.m. yet, so I can remember names. We're not quite late enough where I start getting aphasia.
Where, yeah, except for the whole, like, bears are at least half animal thing, which is not something that you actually said, but it is what I heard. So
I said a bear is at least half a gorilla, is what I said.
I see.
Which I think is true. I think that holds up. Bears have plantigrade feet, are often the size of a gorilla, and have shoulders like a human. What, half a gorilla? Like a dog plus a gorilla is a bear. Prove me wrong.
I'm not enough of a
Bearologist.
Virologist. My barometer is not as configured to that kind of information. And to rapidly segue from that to this, I sent myself a tweet, like a scheduled tweet, days ago, and it's been just long enough for me to have forgotten that I did it. And so I surprised myself. So that's kind of what I'm laughing about. And that, or perhaps in, like, you know, the transition of physical states from one location to another, along with all of my possessions, I have burned out all of my mental energy remembering what boxes things are in. And to be honest, I'm kind of blessed with a spatial memory. I generally know where literally everything I own is at any given time. And, like, I never lose my possessions. I never forget where my phone is. I always know.
Be grateful for that.
Yeah.
I have to keep track of things through force of habit, or I will lose my own ass. Like, if I don't put my wallet and my phone in the exact same place on my desk every day, I will lose them both.
Man. Have you ever had to put your, like, wallet in a different pocket for, like, some reason outside of your control? And then, like, not remember?
Yep.
See, no, that I'm okay with. Mostly because I don't keep my wallet in my back pocket ever anyways. I'm a front pocket wallet kind of guy.
I had to train myself to do that recently. Like, just finally be like give up on back pocket.
Because how do you drive? How do you drive with your wallet pressing into your ass?
Well, that's not hard.
Yeah, your
can't
brain
deal
just
with that.
eventually forgets the sensation of ass against
No,
wallet.
I have too much ass awareness for that to exist. It's where my brain is located. Like a cockroach.
Yeah, I guess you have to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Considering, like, no head and all.
Oh god, how...
So part of the plan here of catching 3 sand bears involves a lot more leveling up of classes.
That'll just be generically useful anyways,
Yes.
you know?
Well, Beastmaster is kind of a quick level up,
Yeah.
so...
But that is a pretty major bit of it we're gonna have to work with, because catch, I think, is level 3.
I'm trying out... Oh god. Okay, this is bad. I'm just gonna die. I was going to try out how Breakblade worked against Objedars.
Oh, catch is the last one. Oh, that's gonna be... Okay. So, I need a Nutkin, is what I... Oh dear.
Yeah, probably not good.
I refuse that reality. There's gotta be a different way.
Well, you've got Beastmaster, right? There's an island somewhere that has, like, a fake Omega on it, and you can have it self-destruct on itself with control.
Yeah.
So once you get control on somebody, like, you're off to the races.
It's, I mean, there's a wrinkle in that if you've got a Berserker, though.
Just kill your Berserker. They don't need AP.
There it is again. Once again, we lock horns over the decision to let your Berserkers die.
The downside is I also think that thing gives a shitload of experience, though.
Let me go try. I know what island you're talking about. Let me quick ability Beastmaster control.
Speaking of AP grinding, it's time for me to Abjadar.
Yeah.
So I went back to what I had ended up researching about open fire. Damage multiplier is level squared divided by 256 plus 4. That's typed as magic damage. So it doesn't care about other stats at all.
It's just your base shit.
Oh,
It
it's
probably
just-
makes it good for level 1 runs.
Oh, it's just level then is the only.
Yeah, level squared. Also, the blind poison variant of the shot adds about 460 to 500 damage to it, and the big confused plus the confused death thing adds 7 to 850.
So I don't need to
Well, keep
Abjadar
in mind
that
that that's-
much.
Keep in mind that that's just the multiplier, which is only one part of your formula, right? I saw, like, I think I saw you and others talking about that, and what you were discussing is the M value.
Yeah.
Which, again, you're right, it's the multiplier, but that's not all of it, right? Like, you have to go back into and plug that into the damage formula, whichever one is appropriate.
I mean, I just am gonna have to see what happens to Omega.
Yeah, to see if Omega just like resists it heavily or not. If it's M damage, Omega has a shitload of M defense.
It also pierces reflect, so
Physical defense, too.
Yeah, he's got everything because he's the super boss.
Right.
How hard would it be to
Pokemon
just
has
get
it all.
M shield on my berserkers? That seems like a worthwhile endeavor. I should do that. So you'll briefly become berserkers. Your equipment doesn't matter. Just, no, your equipment does matter.
Is this
so-
going to the Black Flames or the one next to it?
Oh God.
Oh God, I don't
know.
I've never had to
Hold on, I
seek
know
out.
what it looked like. Let me.
Yeah, I've never had to seek out this specific encounter, so it's not one I think about.
Turtle.
Because like, there's this island that I think about, and this is where I come to get Darkspark. It's the one that has like it looks like a little flame.
Yeah, or like a finger pointing up.
Yeah.
I think the one that you're looking for has like sand on it.
Why do you optimize the dancing dagger over the death sickle? Because it does more damage than the death sickle somehow. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah. Hold on, there you go.
Oh.
No. You were. It's like towards the bottom of the archipelago. It doesn't have sand. It has like a bright spot. I think the one next to the one that looks like a chick. Yeah, I think you're in the right place now.
Okay.
And you've been hanging there for a couple of seconds because I've been trying to get...
Yeah, because we're working it with a 7-second.
Yeah.
Alright.
This might also be a quick save monster.
Hey, I'm correct! Baby!
Hey.
I know a video game.
Alright, the enemy is under your control! And then the Berserker hit it.
Yeah. I love it.
Worthless.
If only you could give your berserkers 2 shields to keep them from attacking. That would be beautiful.
Alright, I'm deep in cutscene territory. Specifically the cutscenes where Guido gets to mock parts for literally anything.
So I want to have M shield on my berserkers in case I ever have them using like ice shield or whatever.
Okay, let's wait for a hit. Now we control.
I like that it was even a miss. Like, waiting for that to happen. That's the thing that's gonna break control and...
Okay, this doesn't work.
that does look like a dead Berserker strategy.
Yeah, because the timing between prototype turns is longer than Ferris takes to take 2 actions.
Right. You'd have to, like, change Galoof to your Berserker, so that he's, like, way slower.
Okay, but even if this does, like, require you to kill one of your party members, staggering your levels is also of material benefit, so I'm seeing all upside here.
Okay, now I got a problem here. If I want chicken knife, I don't know if I have a command that won't make me run away.
Does
Not
weapon
always strictly necessary.
does weapon damage go into open fire? Or is it key
No,
weapon damage?
Yeah, like I used it with Excalibur, it didn't do shit.
Okay. Actually, I don't want. I want my shields here.
Yeah, that sucks. I thought that I was in the clear because I had a knife class, and I didn't have to use Brave Blade, but oops.
Brave Blade isn't the end-all be-all, and the chicken knife, you can probably find a use for it.
Yeah, it was mostly just because I wanted the option to run. I don't feel like micromanaging the Brave Blade.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's head back to there. Alright. Less tunnel vision on that. Stay frosty, man. Thank you very much for the sub. And, thank you, Tripstep. It's actually something I've been thinking about doing more of, in the very near future, so...
Wanna post numbers on the Chandelar speedrun again?
Yes, I was literally thinking about doing that, like... I was specifically going to ask the two of you when
like whenever, man.
Okay, well, that doesn't tend to work, but... like, I wanted to some weekend.
Like, pick a day at a time.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Gotcha.
That is what the curse of me is. I always need to know at least a day ahead, so I know if I'm going to be, like, alive or not.
I feel that. Okay, so 666 experience from this.
How much APB?
4.
That's not bad.
The problem is if I'm going for Beastmaster... You know what, let me look this up. I think I need... Beastmaster... Yeah, catches its final one, and that's after another 300. So, I need to do that 3 times, so... This is an Objadar thing, basically. I like the idea of blowing up prototypes, though. That one is functional. Because that's actually a pretty sizable amount of experience. Not a lot, but...
Yeah, so maybe you just do that for a while and you're big and tough enough to just throw one sand bear at the soul cannon.
Yeah.
Or you can do a desperate, like, attempt to get by without the grinding and expend more effort that way than you would have just by grinding, which is what my usual tactic is.
I've had that backfire, like, so many times, I'm sick of it.
So have I. So have I. But if you keep doubling down enough, the value will eventually be doubled to being very high, which is...
The one I think of is, that sticks with me and is the reason I basically just have given up on like, like, just go for it strategies when it's very obvious the percentage of, like, it's like 2% at best, is like, I did a speed run when I was playing through this, and if I just grinded for 30 minutes, I would have saved 4 hours.
Ooh.
Like, it was very clear that was the answer, and I chose not to do that. And it was like it was quite miserable, and that misery sticks with me. I need to catch a bear. That's actually, let's take that action first. Because that's like, no matter what plan is, I need a bear in the pocket.
You do need a pocket bear.
Like, that's just certain. Gotta have that bear.
I'm gonna get Mystic 5 and then I'll stop.
Ah, shit, I forget. Does Sekhmet have anything worth stealing? Because now I'm thinking about, like,
I think you can steal a crystal armor from him, but who cares?
okay.
You just buy those.
I think the one time of, like, the Genji armors or whatever.
I was gonna say that the answer to, in Final Fantasy V, the answer to, does this anime have anything worth stealing? There are only two options where that's yes, and it's Gilgamesh or it has a high potion and you have 4 thieves. Like, other than that, like, theft in this game is not really...
There's like certain spots where you get good shit, but usually not. And like you remember all of the stuff that is good. It's like flame rings, javelin sometimes, mithril knives.
Remember when I did the Alders run and knowing like correct steals was
you had because you couldn't buy anything, yeah.
You gotta
couldn't
know.
buy anything or open treasure boxes.
God.
Desert killer.
I stand by every part of the All Dares run except for disco commands. I think I would have removed that. I did like most of those dares though. I love the simple ones that are like you just can't wear hats, and then you realize for so long like how many things are hats that are good, and you're like, oh.
Crap.
You know, it's like,
I liked the boxes one.
boxes is great.
Because you like have there's like barrels. What's a barrel?
Yeah.
What's a box? It's like
right.
Is box chest or box? Box okay. Chest.
Here's specifically chest. You're allowed to open one chest in the entire game, and that's the pizza box trap.
There's also the
because you have to.
Ship. So you had to die
thing,
to the abductor.
Right.
If you beat the abductor, you soft lock.
You you soft lock the dare. Hell yes. Yeah, no chest was really great, especially if you had like a setup that was really good against Shinryu, but you couldn't fight him because he's in
a box. What are you gonna do? You can't get in the box.
I think I went back and killed him after I beat Neo X Death because I had beaten the game without. Where am I going now? I have to go out.
Vindication, damn it.
Disco commands is like
if the game would do it for you, it would be good.
Well, yeah, like I mean, we have that in Tactics 8-2, right? Like that was literally a law.
Copycat, the copycat law, which I shirked boldly.
Yeah, copycat. You can whittle around it.
Excuse me. That my friend here just did reverse high potion. I did reverse X potion. This is a distinct command. I'm very intelligent. But it works!
It's very silly. Alright. So, on the plus side, the experience I'm getting from desert enemies is actually reasonable. That's actually happier than I expected. I expected desert enemies to kind of suck, but...
It is okay, Medibot. I understand. And this was years ago, and we've already talked about it. I do think that it would be a worthy idea if we could like program it into the game itself, so that you could never like actively do the wrong thing. It would just like
So you couldn't have like Twitch chat lethal.
Right.
It's exactly that.
That was the part that was actually bad about it. Was like having someone for the entire run be able to say, "Oh, just watch the VOD. You did the same thing twice."
You're dead.
And that on top of like everything else that I was doing. Let me think. So in that list, Stabracadabra was definitely there. So the only weapons I was allowed was like knives or bare hand. I think no hats, no accessories was also there. We have a lot of equipment ones, but there are a lot of like cool equipment challenges available in the game.
Okay, I need to...
I'm going to commit crime.
I need to
How
pull
much money
up...
do I want?
I don't have Libra, so I need to pull up Sand Bear. Is an enemy. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Sand Bear is an enemy in Final Fantasy V. That is truth.
Excellent.
Okay, 1,000 HP flat. That's the number I needed to know. Okay. So I need to get it under 8th? I mean, I guess I can also steal its javelin. I do remember that.
Yeah, that's good if you have Dragoon. If you don't have Dragoon, then you do not need the javelin. It's time for me to remember how to commit crime. Is it every 2 steps or every 3 steps that you quick save to steal from the gill turtle? I think it's every 2.
Oh dear.
I think it's every 2 to like guarantee it, but I don't think it's guarantee.
Yeah, stealing.
Oh fuck! I forgot about wave cannon.
Never forget about the wave cannon.
It's sort of like the main dangerous part, right?
Yeah, I thought I was in the clear because Mecha Head is open to confuse.
Okay, catch it? Okay, caught Sand Bear. Sand Bear caught. Okay, that's good. Let's go use those... Let's go beat up the rest of the... See, the thing I'm most interested in right now is 4th class. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Just, like, Thief Berserker leaves me just...
Having another Berserker would really be of manifest benefit to you.
Well, like, I need to know what I'm working with. If it is double Zerker, then I know I'm just aggression. Like,
yeah.
I can put a second Berserker in, I just don't want... Oh. I'm gonna want 2 Berserkers for actually fighting the... Oh. Am I gonna want 2 for fighting the cannon? Maybe?
I mean, probably. One of the things it has going on is its defense, which, like, acts as partially pierce.
Yeah.
So,
And as long as,
you
like...
have 2 death sickles?
Yeah, I went ahead and spent time on that. So...
Excellent.
You know, let's just go ahead and... Galoof. Actually, no. No, that's not right. Lena is second Berserker. Lena is Berserker.
Okay, so what I did there was, if you use quick save, it keeps the gill turtle from attacking you. So every 2 steps in the gill cave, you start with like 10 gill, and then it doubles it every time. And if you and the gill turtle is supposed to attack you like every 3 steps, but if you take 2 steps and then quick save,
quick saving resets your
encounter counter.
Yeah.
So you are the cheater.
Ooh, don't like double rocket launcher. My Berserkers don't give a shit about that, so...
I might be dead anyways.
I need to buy a whole lot of shit once I'm done with the pyramid. This party is very item heavy.
You always have the... Yeah, oh no. Bop. Oh, okay, sure. I tried to bop Galoof on the head to, like, free Galoof from Confuse and instead did a murder.
You hit him too hard.
Hold down the thunder.
If it
And
was,
reap the whirlwind.
it would have been fine without the thunder, but the rocket launchers, when we just have these berserkers, we're actually like safe.
You cannot be confused. You have a clarity they will never know.
Now they can,
I have an X, and you do not.
they can still confuse chaos if they choose. I guess that means I'm gonna do this.
So, I stole from Gil Turtle, which is why I now have 126,000 gil.
Okay. I solved the battle.
Good one.
Y'all talking about knock out your berserkers for victory, but what if...
Can't confuse me if I'm already berserked. We were talking about that recently.
What if, though? Alright,
Well, I'm amazed that Cursed Being wasn't undead.
huh.
So I was very certain that my axes would revivify it.
Alright, 2 more needs to go. And then we're gonna go ahead and give cannon a try. I also might need a... One of the other things I might have to go do for the cannon is just go, like, get some potion.
Ooh, yeah. Some high pots just to live through it. You also need to make the decision about whether or not you're going to murder your people as soon as they get afflicted with old. Ability. Not two-hand, but magic shell. So briefly turning my berserkers into magic shell rather than two-hand, because I'm going up to Death Mountain.
Oh right, I completely forgot about the object art.
Objadar is important.
You gotta remember where you're getting your AP. Sometimes you just need to destroy art for a good 30 minutes.
Well, in this case, I need to destroy art in this pyramid.
Oh.
God, I love that I reinvented Objadar in Bravely Default. 'Cause there's just a castle in Loop 2 and on that is full of nothing but skeletons. And they die like 75% of the time to a Phoenix Down, and Phoenix Downs are super cheap in that game.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about a game's design when Phoenix Down costs like 100?
Yeah, I think it's the same kind of thing that the game tells you when it's like a Mega Man game ROM hack that gives you a whole bunch of like one-ups at the beginning of the area.
Oh.
It's like it's like in a Super Mario World ROM hack where there's a one-up at the midpoint, so every time you start
And
at
you
the
just
midpoint,
know
you get a
you-
one-up.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
you're gonna be...
It's signaling from the designer to player, look, we made a meat grinder. You want to play the meat grinder?
Like,
The
from
answer
a...
is frequently yes.
We made this purple door. Do you want to shove 25 missiles into it?
Oh god, yeah, that was something else.
No, as a novel gatekeeping mechanism, I actually kind of like that. So, you know, if you had gotten to the 25 missile door and just hadn't found enough missiles, that's a lock, right? So go find
is a
some
lock.
keys.
But then it means you've got to put tube in there, so that if you run out of missiles after you spend 25 missiles on the missile door, you've got
Yeah,
to...
redesign did not have much in the way of tubemen that I remember.
That's because that game was bad. That game needed tubemen and it didn't have them.
Oh.
It had lava in it, Kaz. It wasn't good. It was a Metroid game with pits. You hate pits. You had fun.
Didn't have pits.
You had lava and spikes.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yes, it did. Regular Super Metroid has those, though,
Yeah, but
and I don't accuse it of being a pitted game.
Redesign had like holes you couldn't get out of that were full of spikes at the
There
bottom.
was the
so you
one.
die.
There was the one, and that was the whole point, and I don't actually like that area that much. And it is the point at which I stopped the first time I played it, and, you know, at some point in the intervening years, convinced myself that it couldn't possibly be that bad. But yeah, I mean, and in that room it was like, it was the only way to enforce the particular challenge being done. Which says to me that that should not be a challenge in the game, but it also let me put myself in wizard jail.
Yeah, wizard jail.
You redid that room 69 times, Kaz.
Yep.
Nice.
My home.
Well, sorry, to be more specific, you grabbed the grapple beam 69
Grapple beam
times.
69 times.
I think you died 5 times before getting to that room, so it was like 64 actual attempts, but...
That could definitely happen there. There was a lot of dangerous stuff. Man.
Here's 1,000 one-ups, let's go. Alright, just go see what this fight is like right now,
Probably
and we'll see
spent
what...
way too much time talking about redesign. What were we talking about?
We've been rolling between like 1,000 things.
I know, but you guys took me home, and then there I was.
It was mostly about, like,
Meat
you know,
grinders,
item
getting
management, the meat grinder, in order
Yeah.
to encourage use of items.
Yep, there's the old.
Makes me think of when Hollow Knight turned into a Mario ROM hack.
Oh, yeah, that's a move. That was definitely what I meant to do.
I wonder if Dragon Grass hates Bio.
I don't rightly remember, but I do remember that Dragon Grass is like you to everything. Like you could probably just break blade it.
But that's the plan, is to Breaking Blade it. Dragon Veil. It's Drippy! Everyone say hello to Mr. Drippy.
Alright, blast shield's activated.
I love Drippy as an enemy, because at this point, it's possible that the best knife you have to use is the dancing dagger, and you can confuse him, and then he'll reset the fight. It's so rude.
My Berserkers are much less bombastic when they no longer do 1500 damage with one attack and instead do 600. But that's Dragon Veil life, baby.
I'm pretty sure that I still have that stupid tree in my pockets. I think Bart's is the one who has the tree. He just hasn't been Beastmaster for a while.
If you're playing on GBA, that's something you can actually check. If you go to the status screen, it'll show you like the name of the captured monster that you have.
It took us so long to figure out.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah, it's
This is speaking as someone who extensively used Beastmaster and kept a little notepad next to him about who had what, and I even was frequently wrong.
God, what a good feature.
alright. So we're just fighting Soul Cannon. I threw a bear at it. I'm gonna pick up Ferris once the Soul Cannon fires again, so that we have another Berserker attacking. And I might, like, give Lena an elixir so that, like, I get a couple more hits after the next Soul Cannon.
This is a good time to spend your elixirs.
Yeah. Okay.
You do have pretty regular and reliable damage out of the Berserkers.
Oh, not out of Ferris, that's...
Well, okay.
Yeah, old has, Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Is Zombie
See,
Dragon
the-
weak to fire?
I believe so. So if you have Faraga, you should get the like.
Uh,
I'm still early enough in World 2 where I just have
okay.
fire. That'd still do a lot of extra damage, though.
See, I think the missing piece there is literally just like the half dozen high potions, and that's an easy thing to go fix. And you might think to yourself, Jens, the fire ship sank. Like, you can't go get high potions. No, it sank, yes indeed.
Okay. I just had a brilliant brainstorm.
But
A brilliant storm.
Yes.
here it is.
What if I played Darkest Dungeon and only did 4 jobs in that,
Ooh.
and only accepted 4 different types?
Okay, and here you go. Leper, Priestess, doesn't matter. You're done.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of. I think a 4-job Fiesta in that game can work if one of those jobs is Vestal.
Yeah, Vestal, yeah. You could probably, like, get away with, like, a cultist or something, but it'd be trialsome. I need to play that game to some kind of completion, because I played it and really liked it, but then I got to the spot where the bandits attack your town. I did not expect it at all, and my town was destroyed, and I lost 1 million progress. And I was like, what if I play something else?
That's generally a good way to have you just fall off a game, is everything. What if all your stuff was destroyed forever?
I can totally understand and sympathize, and that's the part that I love about that game.
Yeah, it's definitely got the kind of thing that's made to make me, you, and Burnhead like go nuts. Like,
Yeah.
it's got the spicy salt that your body wants.
I think my own favorite moment, and this might be incorrect because I played that game a lot on stream. I think my favorite moment was the first time the like huge evil crow came to steal all my stuff, and like if you just tussle with it for a couple of rounds, it'll go away, but it takes most of the stuff with it. And I realized after it had fled that, you know, that was kind of a blessing, because it was looting through all the trinkets, and I could only take 4 of them with me at a time, and I had a bank of like 100 of them, and I was constantly running out of room. And I'm like, what if it only showed up because I was hoarding too much shit? And he was like, look at him with all of his things he doesn't use. I will take them.
Just say, I'm gonna take it to the giant bird Goodwill.
Yeah. So I really appreciated that. Also the like, you know, the cute story creating moments when like one of your characters develops a fear of the place that they're currently in, or if like they become a nymphomaniac and the brothel is unavailable because the caretaker is in it tonight, and it's like, why? I also highly recommend naming if you do stream it, I highly recommend naming characters after anyone who shows up in Zoo.
I remember I was an instrumental character. I was a leper, I believe.
Yeah, I think I still have, I can look it up. I think I have that file.
I do recall being a leper, and I like leper a lot. Not leper, lycanthrope. They look like a leper, but they're not.
Right. Because like leper is a different thing in that game. It's distinct. Why is GOG Galaxy opening? Hey, it's okay to open now. Actually,
Abomination. Yeah. There's an abomination.
Oh, that's fun. Why won't my thing that loads the video games load.
The super
Okay,
mode is
now
what
it
you
is.
come into.
I mean, I see you there, Fat Swordsman. I don't... The answer to that question is 100% always shrug. Like,
Yeah.
It's wherever people want to be.
I've never... Finally, a poltergeist! Oh my god. Still...
But, right, Abomination. You go into it thinking it's like got a super mode, which it does. But really, it's just like good at tanking and like taking lots of damage and poisoning. I always like to just chain and vomit more than the super mode.
Yeah, the chains and the barf was really good in that.
Oh, Melusines open to confuse. Well,
Confuse plus.
Okay, so apparently
And we're...
I have 2 estates. One of them is called the Fuck Right Off estate. I don't remember doing that.
the fuck off her state is where Melusine is currently residing. Okay, she's dead.
I'm right now...
Correct.
Right now, I'm getting a couple high potions so that I can heal through wave cannon.
And I'm on my way through the Dragon Mountain, killing Mr. Drippy and fighting the venomous Poison Eagle. And collecting the Bone Mail. I want to fuck up my auto-equip for the rest of my life.
There you go. Bone.
Let's see. Yep, there you are. You are indeed. Oh man, you're a master abomination.
Yes, I remember sticking around for a long time.
Yeah. I shouldn't have started looking in the graveyard for you.
Well, that is my preferred home.
Who did I get killed? Oh no, Chachi. Oh no, I got you killed. You were Mordhau, the abomination, when you got killed. Oh no.
I thought maybe that I had died and then come back, because that's a thing that can happen. You just have a random town event where a corpse comes back.
Yeah. I also like that the quality of the headstone is proportional to the rank they had when they got killed. So like if they're low rank, they just get like a stick. And at higher ranks, they get more elaborate headstones.
I forgot where the button you... No, I gotta fall in a hole. Damn it, I remember now.
Mate, I got you killed in the darkest dungeon.
I think I remember
Oh, wow.
that. That's why I remembered being important. Well, if you're gonna
Yeah.
die, why not die there?
Yeah, no, you got the best headstone.
Because once you're... Even if you live through the darkest dungeon, it's not like you're gonna do anything afterwards, right?
Yeah,
Become too
certainly
scared.
not in it. Yeah, you can't. I mean, unless you change that setting in the game, because the difficulty sliders in the game are kind of
All over the place.
lot. And most of that is in the name of accessibility, which is good. But that's not the game that I was playing.
Alright.
No, it's Golem.
What?
Okay, Mirage Village acquired.
I want to kill Golem. Come on, Berserkers, kill Golem.
I'm extremely lost. Library, I know you exist in this world. There's Karnak.
I forgot to press Bhutan.
Okay, so there's a kind of combination of circumstances that's forcing me to log off. One, the little like head bone thing that my backup microphone here uses. It pinches my temples, so I can't use it for very long. And it's starting to remind me of why I found other solutions. And for another, I really want to get a beer. I
Enjoy
don't
beer
have
and
any.
headbone.
Yeah, I'll be back later if you guys are still on.
Alright.
Yeah,
Good
thanks
night
for being
now.
here.
Fire. I really. This is the first time that the Brave Blade Challenge has started annoying me. This zombie dragon. Which if I got all the way to like the first third of World War II without it annoying me yet, that's pretty good. Wait, why do you have a shield? Oh, because I was fighting Objidars. No wonder my damage sucks. I'm such a dingbat.
Come on. I need that other launcher dead.
Launcher must die.
No, come on. No. If it fires a missile at either of my berserkers, this just ends, because... like, if their damage gets tanked, it's over. Okay, both the launchers are down, and... so
Now your bear can't miss.
yeah, so now I need to... item... high potion there. Release bear before my stats get super tanked. I don't know if my stats will... I don't actually know if the bear relies on my stats. Firing? Okay.
This dungeon became much easier once I doubled my damage.
Yeah, honestly, I should probably just go ahead and buy some rings first before I start thinking about actual armor. Also trying to remember if Flame Ring is better than Coral Ring in general purpose.
In general purpose, it is. If you want to fight like Shinryu, then the Coral picks up a lot. Plus, there's also
I think
the Giga Flare guy. He casts Coral might be better because of the Giga Flare guy.
because Twintania uses Tidal Wave a lot too.
Yeah. Gigapede.
Can you get enough thief speed to berserkers?
See what you can look at their stats after putting steel on them.
Yeah, I don't even I don't remember if that
Hey, look.
matters.
I think
it's like-
I think agility might actually be an ability.
Yeah, because Artful Dodger is the last thing that they learn, and that gives you thief speed.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
I'm looking it up. Level up abilities: level 1, find passages; level 2, flee; level 3 ability, sprint; level 4, steal; level 5, vigilance; 6. So Master Thief, Alpha Dodger, give him the same speed and agility as the thief.
Right, but the main question is I don't remember if berserkers use agility.
They do. It's just their ATP starts at 0 rather than at like half. So they have to go all the way from the bottom up. Like putting like a you can see a difference if you put a elf cape on them.
Okay, well that didn't work. I think I need a little bit more power behind the berserkers. They weren't hitting quite as hard as I want them to. 300 a hit is just not.
Ooh, that's not preferable. What level are you?
19. Which, if I remember your levels right, that's like X death levels, so. I kid, but. When I think of you fighting X death, I actually think of you at 27.
I should try fighting X-Death at level...
Because you'll get to level 20, you'll get to level 27 in the second world, and you will never level up in World 3.
So I don't need to. I win.
Let's fight desert enemies. They were handing... Actually, yeah. Desert enemies were handing off decent experience.
Oh, right, I do need to get Lena shield.
Oh, that's actually a... What are you equipped with?
Yeah, you can have a crystal shield.
No shield on my other Berserker. It's not...
Oh, wait, fuck. I forgot I have a second.
But...
Okay, time to kill Golem.
Yeah, this is fine.
Do y'all say Golem or Gollum? Gollum is technically correct, but I think Golem sounds better.
Golem sounds a lot better. And also, Gollum is a character.
Yeah, I associate the name Gollum with Lord of the Rings rather than...
A stone creature with instructions in its head.
Yes.
Okay, time to kill Dragon Plant. I'm going to use Breakplate and win.
I didn't realize you could still encounter goblins here.
You can counter everything in the cleft.
Yeah, the cleft. So the cleft has like cleft enemies, but there's on each of the like encounter areas, like on the like encounter tables that exist. There's like an old encounter. Like you can run into like Rama the cleft. And, like...
Well, I mean, I'm not actually in the cleft. I'm just on the world map.
Oh, yeah, okay. That also makes sense.
I just wanted y'all to go off because that's really good information.
Not that you like. What are you gonna do with Rama in the cleft? But
Okay. Either Ainuki or pay off gargoyles. Let's try both.
Why can't I attack? I want to attack. There we go. Okay, Dragon Pod is not weak to break.
Dragon Pod is weak to any area of effect attack.
I'm all swords. But I'm attacking it is my current plan.
Yeah. To be more specific, the tiny pods it makes have like no HP. They're like 4th edition minion.
Yeah, that's like the 1 HP.
You know what? Ah. Weak to skull, that's good info.
Yeah, you can instant death proc it, but my berserkers have knives.
Oh, because of where you're going through, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to give them their cool back.
So honestly, I'm in a very weird spot because knowing what I know about the formula of open fire, weapons suddenly stop being that important to get. If we're going off of pure strength values.
Yeah, then you may as well use Mongosh, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Just like literally anything with a good effect on it.
Fuck this. Reset. Okay, so Spellblade is worthless in this fight. Oh, this is bad.
This just doesn't work. I guess sooner or later, Prototype will die to Berserker damage.
Yeah. If it doesn't kill you. Bone. Okay, so I reset, gave Doom access to my Berserkers.
Okay, so Todd Avis can't instantly die, but it can be confused, so this is just, 5 minutes of mashing buttons.
The enemy is under your control. But not really, because a Berserker will... Okay, yeah, Berserker just killed it. That just doesn't seem... That doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah, the Berserkers make it hard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what especially because my goal here is to level up the Berserker, like...
Yeah.
So, like, I cannot kill the Berserker to level up the Berserker.
You could kill somebody who is not going to be a Berserker, and then level up somebody else, and turn that person who levels up into a Berserker.
The roundabout.
It's also a way of just getting catch on a Berserker, which is useful, because it lets you keep monsters in the pocket.
Yeah, this was definitely a team just as is. I'm gonna have to do, like, the shuffle on.
Yeah, Beastmaster just kind of does that to you.
Oh yeah, that's the entire... This is what the skull is. That's where...
Yep.
My skull emote is. It's the animation that happens when you get an instant kill with the...
With any death proc, but we know it from Dumax.
Yeah, I think Killer Bow doesn't, but
Yeah,
Assassin's
Killer
Dagger.
Bow and also Open Fire.
Right, Open Fire, the weird ability that doesn't follow any rules.
Yeah, alright, Todd Avis just healed itself with Breathwing for 8,200. I'm out.
Legit. But yeah, you will see the skull pop up over this sand boil.
Oh no, I just saw the skull pop up from Executor.
Oh, Executor will also level death you.
Level 5 death, yes.
Bam, 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 bam. Did you
Level
just...
5 death is my preferred form of skull.
Yeah, I can't believe we mentioned that last. So
I haven't had Blue Mage this year.
I miss it. I haven't had Blue Mage in some time. Blue Mage is level 5 death specifically, if you're not familiar with Blue Mage. Level 5 death bypasses like everything.
Yes, the only thing it doesn't do is fight or is destroy the undead or things with auto reflect.
Yeah.
That's why I have not killed Omega with level 5 death yet. Come on, Farts. Kill the Dragon Pod. Yes, thank you, Farts. But now you've gotta fight the Dragon Flower. There you go. One Berserker is all it takes to kill the Dragon Pod.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's a pretty clutch Berserker decision. Thanks, Farts. Yeah. This game is also where we came up with the... I say we, but it really me. Came up with the term Berserker decision.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so true.
They know what they're doing.
They have a degree.
So
I
yeah,
feel like I'm okay still using 3 Elven Mantles.
so yeah, the Desert Killer here, you can see, like, the skull popped up, and then Desert Killer shows back up because it's undead. Which full heals it, which is a little silly. So if this keeps happening, it's...
Well, it can go forever, theoretically.
Yeah, sooner or later, Desert Killer will choose to flee. I'm sure. Okay, like 2 more fights, I'll hit level 20 on everyone, and then we can try the fight again. Honestly, if I can have a fight where I only have, like, 1 character olded, I probably have it.
Yeah, that's why it can be like a weird tech to go into the fight with your berserkers almost dead, so that if they get olded, you can just pop them to quickly kill them.
Yeah. The problem is there, then if they aren't olded, then, like, you immediately have to heal them up to,
Yeah, you have to heal them so they can live through wave cannon.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I've talked about Soul Cannon here, which is named Soul, as in S-O-U-L for some reason. This Soul Cannon has 1 move that it builds up to. The only thing it will do is it will wait 5 turns, doing barrel pressure rising, etc., 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 and then it will cast Wave Cannon, and the Wave Cannon hits you for half of your max HP plus sap.
Yep, so if it hits you twice, you will die. If it hits you once, and then it usually won't kill you just hitting you once, but it will put you below half.
Yeah.
Which means the next one will kill you.
Yeah. That's its main... That's all it does. It has 1 move. So...
Okay, nothing else in here I need to care about.
Okay, I saw that was a gain of level on Lena, which is... Alright, that's the 20 I wanted on everybody. Let's go ahead and give this another shot. Again, numbers being the main thing I have to affect this fight. I just need... Like, I need the Berserkers to kill it before the Berserkers fall over to taking half of their max HP and damage. Because sooner or later, everyone's going to die.
To anybody who's curious, yes, I am just killing Golem out of spite.
Oh, the other thing that happens in this fight is that there's the 2 launchers on the back. You can't see them because they're not even like a visible thing. But they
it makes them annoying to target.
Yes. But they will do 1 move. They will cast Missile. Okay, Missile on both of my non-berserkers. And Missile is half health and old. You can see that Goloof and Bartz both have gray hair now. Old as a status effect means that you are losing levels rapidly.
It makes you weak, which makes it a dastardly status.
This fight's over.
You also can't remove it by any means.
Yeah, it is a status that is impossible to remove. This fight just ended because Lena got hit by an old missile.
Isn't it just like you can remove it with Asuna, but the level down is permanent?
I don't even think
I
don't even think it's Asunable.
I think you can remove old, but the drain is definitely permanent.
Yes.
You can remove it by killing the person and reviving them.
But they still come back at lowered stats.
Yeah, they still come back lowered, which can be very crippling.
In this fight...
Old can also be used in conjunction with level 5 death to lower their level into a multiple of 5.
Yeah. So you saw their Goloof actually survive the wave cannon at 1 health, but because of the sap... Like, I'll never actually get to take an action there.
I wish this game had escape rope.
That's weird. Only on, what, time?
Yeah, only Time Wizard gets to cast Exit. But I would love escape rope as an item.
I mean, like, in fairness to them, they didn't anticipate that the game would be played this way, but I know what you're talking about.
Well, even then, exit is also like a hidden spell.
Yeah. Oh,
It's in.
I
It's
did.
very obvious where it's hidden, but it's still hidden.
I, the fool, did not save after hitting level 20. Good job, me. All right.
All right. Well, I have 2 ice shields, so I should probably put them on for this next.
Ice shield's pretty good. Okay, zombie dragon, please don't kill me. That was exactly 1 HP more than I had, so you killed me. Why did you do this? This dungeon sucks.
Just gonna throw money at Wendigo until he fucks off.
All right.
I'm making a gamble. My gamble didn't pay off. I'm about to wipe. Kill me!
Well,
Kill me now!
all right.
You're making a valiant effort, Luke, but you're just going to die.
Okay. Hello. Welcome back to Fireship.
Wait, so I thought that if you hit any of the clones at all, Wendigo would counter with Frost.
No, only if you all cast a magic spell.
Yeah.
He counters all.
All right.
Yeah, he counters that with Frost. You didn't really care about anything else, and you can get around it by if you cast Sleep as your first action. All cast Sleep will put the clones to sleep,
Yep.
and they will not be able to counterattack.
Yeah, I'll let Bart Simlin sort this one out.
One moment. Okay. Can I escape this stupid dungeon?
Okay, and now it is time to go fight the Muscle Wizard.
Do I need to be on a different... Yeah, I need to be on a different screen. This one is all crew dust fights.
The crew dust.
I need Poltergeist. That's the enemy I'm looking for. That's the one you can steal high potion off of.
Poltergeist is German for rumble ghost.
Ah, the Rumbler. All crew dust. That's just all we get here. I'm probably gonna have to go all the way to the back here.
The game's really bearing its fangs tonight, isn't it?
Yeah. There's Poltergeist. Good.
I keep getting the procs that don't do anything, where I put the poison eagle to sleep as I'm murdering it. It's like in Pokemon speedruns, you always get the crit when you don't need it.
Oh my god, I want to leave.
Okay.
Please, I want to leave. The people don't want to shop.
It's actually funny. If I get Brave Blade, it means that I won't have any use at all for Excalibur.
No, you won't. Only
I
one.
guess if there's an enemy weak to Holy, I can use it, but... Mystic Knight's going to have a sucky weapon, and it's going to be using Enhancer. Enhancer sucks.
Actually, shit. Isn't one of the 12 sealed weapons a good whip?
Oh yeah, but I ain't got Beasto.
I got Beasto. I want to know.
Yeah, you got the Flare Whip.
Yep.
It is a fire elemental whip that occasionally casts Faraga when you attack with it.
Yeah, I'll
It's
take
good.
that one.
My legendary weapons are going to be Brave Blade, Assassin's Dagger, Rude Axe, and Titan Axe, probably.
Okay, I had to go deeper, but now I'm seeing just poltergeist fights. Like, yeah, different rooms have different encounter tables. This is what I needed. Good.
I hate you, Zombie Dragon. You make me use high potions when I don't want to.
I'll be happy when I don't have to stock up on these and I can just purchase them.
Yeah.
Part of the, like, stealing high potions here is that the high potions are completely, like, cannot be purchased in World 1.
Yep, the only way to get him is here. I also went backwards. Oh, nice. Well, at least the outside encounters in Dragon Vale are easy. It's the inside ones that give you Mr. Drippy, Poison Eagle, and Zombie Dragon.
Yeah, and if you're on a setup where you don't want to be running, that's not very nice.
It means that 15 antidotes was not enough. I needed more.
Ouch.
Oh, right. I shouldn't be bringing Reflect Rings to the Muscle Wizard. That's kind of the opposite point.
They don't become very useful once Berserk's applied.
They make you look cool, though. You go all blinky. And my last encounter from Dragon Vale is a cat. The cat is very important when you can't buy items, because it's the only source of holy water.
Cat also stays important as float friend in a lot of... Or different cat, sorry.
Yeah, different cat. But yeah, the other cat is important. It's a good way to... I will use Dancing Dagger to confuse a cat in World 3 and take it all the way into the Cleft to fight the Catastrophe. Okay, now my Berserkers can reattain their former glory, where I give them two-handed.
Okay, I think we're in a good position for this.
Okay, I feel good on the number of high potions I have now. God, I think at this point I just need the numbers to work out. Like, by that I mean I need not to have an old Berserker.
So if you come up here, you can talk to this guy, and he will give you a free inn at the cost of one of the sheep outside.
Yep.
I haven't eaten lamb in a long time. People tend to use mint a lot in lamb, but I actually hate mint and lamb. I'd rather have any other seasoning on my lamb than mint.
What would you like mint on?
Nothing really. The worst is chocolate. It's like Thin Mints are fucking garbo.
Wow.
With the hard and hot Girl Scout cookie takes here.
I'm gonna judge you by the Girl Scout cookie that you actually like here. Let's have it.
I don't remember what they're called. It's getting late enough.
Oh, okay.
I will look at cookies, Girl Scout cookies, and then I will be able to tell me, and I will know which one is the good one after I look at them.
Okay.
Okay, I have officially found this out. Despite being typed as magic, the magic enemies of Fort Tower are having none of open fire.
Oh yeah, it's not a spell, so they hate it.
Right.
Also, the answer is tag-along, because it's chocolate and peanut butter. I don't remember what they were called.
I would have accepted tagalongs or Samoas.
I'm okay. I'm not that high on Samoa. I don't like dried coconut. I like fresh coconut. But I like dried.
I like dried coconut a lot.
And that just means more for you.
Right. In this abstraction of a scenario where there is a finite and specifically limited number of Girl Scout cookies to split up amongst us.
Well, I mean, that's just true in the world, right? Like, there's only so many...
Yes, there is... Okay. If we're comparing, like, finite to infinite, there are finite Girl Scout cookies, but...
Yeah. And we are going to eat a certain number of them in our lives, and every cookie that one of us eats is categorically a cookie denied to another one of us. So, we are competing for tagalongs, but you get to enjoy more
Hold on. I feel like there was some kind of logical leap between the last point that you made and the second to last point you made. I can't spell out this specific deficiency just now, but I'm confident that if I spent my actual mental energy figuring it out, I would be able to come back at you with the specific logical fallacy that you employed to make me sound like an idiot online.
But see, that is the real point we are arguing across. Is I never intended you to sound like an idiot because you're my friend.
Oh well, thank you. That's refreshing to hear. I constantly feel like put in my place by people. And, usually I earn it, so...
Usually, if I go out to put someone in their place, I make it very obvious what I'm doing. You'll see the knives come out.
Shit. Now I'm thinking about Johnny Knives. Oh shit.
It makes me think of, in New York, I think Brooklyn, there is a knife sharpening service that drives down the road and rings a bell like an ice cream truck. Only instead of ringing the bell to come get delicious ice cream for the kids, they're telling you to bring out your knives and scissors so they can sharpen them.
I have never envied anyone living in New York until this moment. Oh my god.
Have you found your dream profession, or is this a service you want to employ?
Could you imagine ringing like your ears hang low from an ice cream truck? Let's just like bring us your knives.
Bring out your knives.
That is almost as good as the $1 one grilled cheese.
Look, you can only have a grilled cheese. You get like
There are no alterations, no modifications. We do not take change. We do not like break change for you. And it's all spelled out on different sides of the truck.
You give us $1 and we give you a grilled cheese. Now,
I really wish that had existed in Washington, D.C. when I would go into work there.
Huh.
I caught you trying to put a high potion in your hands.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
He wants to wield it.
Well, that's almost what the auto potion command is, right?
Yeah.
Like, use potion on image.
I'm gonna have to ask if catch and release determine their targets beforehand.
Or what?
Yeah.
Because I tried to berserk the muscle wizard and it just went on Ferris instead.
I've had that happen before. It is supposed to work on the opposing side, but I've had it self-berserk before. I think it's a bug.
Okay, so
Yeah.
random target or some shit?
No, I think it's supposed to target the opponents, but it just will sometimes target you instead.
Yeah, I think that one in particular is bugged.
Okay, so time to go find another tree, I guess.
Or just reload your save, because you're probably going to lose that fight. No, wait. You'll attack because you're berserked, and then that'll cast reset.
Reset.
Oh, well, you'll cast reset, and then you get to try again. Easy.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's a self-solving problem.
Yep. Alright, so I'm in a loop here.
Ooh.
You don't say.
The loop is that two characters are standing, and I'm just using a high potion on Lena and then a high potion on Chaos. And this is it. This is the rest of the fight. Either I run out of healing items or the soul cannon dies.
I'm feeling like I'm feeling good on Team Chaos.
It's at least a loop where damage comes out of the other end.
Yeah.
Like, if we're just talking about, like, infinite loops in Magic or whatever, then it's very disappointing. It's like, yeah, I need to tap and untap, I have infinite mana, I can look through my entire deck, and then you just have no way to win the game in there. Like, oh.
I do have a standing Berserker, but they sometimes they hit for 300.
Did you at least get your bear off?
I did.
Okay, then that goes a long way. Because you only have to do so much damage to Soul Cannon. You don't actually have to kill it.
I think it's literally just 9999 before it falls over. Okay, we're out of high potion. That means it's time to start dipping into elixirs. Which I will put in my left hand.
Yeah, being a thief means elixirs are cheap. You can just get as many as you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about those in the slightest.
I think my plan is to master Spellblade on one character and then have the other swaps off. It's actually, I made a mistake then, because Ferris has a better Mystic Knight sprite than Lena does.
Jesus, if I can't run away in here, just say so.
Alright. I've got 2 loops of this left.
On your final loop, you also get to just attack with the person who was using the potion.
Yes, though they're olded.
Well.
Part of the reason this loop is literally just 1 character instead of 2 is,
The other's not worth resing.
everybody else got olded in this fight. It was immediate 3 people just got olded, and it's like, well, let's just fight with Lena alone. Ah, there we go. Alright, we're out of elixirs, but we have a victorious fight. I
Hey, good job.
could not care
Perfect
less for
fight. You had exactly
Yeah.
the amount of resources that you needed. And
Nice.
then you gave me 2 high potions back. Hey!
Yeah, give me that refund.
No, it's like a rebate.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I send in the rebate.
You send in the rebate and they give you 2 high potions.
It's like, I didn't want this
Mail
dark
the box
matter.
top from your motherboard, and they'll give you 2 high potions.
Alright.
Yeah, lots of berserkers pulling through today. Because I also had my farts just
Alright.
take over.
This is the part that I am here for today. I want my Earth Crystal job real bad. I need to know if this is going to be a run that's going to be like a long pain in the ass, or like not. Basically.
What would you like? What
A-
game would you just-
anything that's not Monk or Dragoon.
I also feel that.
I realize that opens me up to a few other, like, whiffs or whatever, but, like, that's my bare minimum. Oh, I love Geomancy.
I want you to get Geomancy. I want you to get the clown.
I'm a
pro clown.
I'm a big Geomancer liker. Like,
Yeah. Let's put our cards on the table. Who here is pro clown? Who here is anti clown? I'm pro clown.
I do.
I'm pro
I mean,
clan as well.
In this specific scenario, I don't want him to get Geomancer, but I do love Geomancer.
I mean clowns.
What?
Clowns.
What about clowns?
Pro clown, anti clown.
Which clown? There are so many clowns.
Clowns as an entity.
No. I'm anti-clown.
I don't think you can generalize clowns in that way.
What about little Piero, Kaz? Do you hate him?
Is that an Animal Crossing?
It's a clown.
I'm very confused.
I mean,
I know. Let me tell you why I'm anti-clown. It is because I am anti-Hideo Kojima. And that man is the thing that clowns are imitating.
Wabba wabba. I've never heard a more savage takedown.
You are the thing that clowns are imitating.
If you've ever seen like a photograph of him, like an unguarded photograph of him, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. And the way that man talks and thinks is like, it's like his brain is completely and exactly all of the movies that he watched once in the 1980s. But a lot has been said about that. Anyway, that's why I'm anti-clown. I don't want to play terror video games.
I remember... I think I'd get thrown in the anti-clown side, but for dumb reasons. Because there was a while where there was this card game that people used to play called Eternal Card Game. And the reason I say used to play is that literally every person I know that, like, still, air quotes, plays it, doesn't do that anymore. Like, Vicus doesn't even do the Friday Eternal streams. That's how I know the game is dead.
LSV mentioned an Eternal deck on one of his last, like, streams, and I just laughed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's clowns in the Eternal. They call Rangers clowns for some reason.
Oh,
People
right.
did.
Yeah, so and I never liked that, like, at all as a naming for
I guess they were desperately trying to get that to happen instead of people calling them slivers because they're terrified of people thinking about Magic the Gathering while playing Eternal Card Game.
Oh, it wasn't like devs or something. It was just like a small, like, oh god, I need to watch out for holes.
Yeah, the 15 people that played Eternal, 5 of them called strangers clowns.
At some point, holes exist. Okay.
Maga really did a number on digital card games, didn't it? Because Hearthstone also has been going through some shit.
I was just never a fan of that naming because it didn't feel like it was in any way encompassing how strangers played. Yeah, this is not in any way.
It's not a call out.
Call out. Post on Twitter.com.
It's just what Jens is using as his justification for disliking clowns.
No, okay. Before any of that goes any further, keep in mind that I am the dunk magnet tonight. Okay, so if there's any dunking upon, it's named in my direction. Actually, whoops, it was me.
But Hearthstone kind of ruined their game, didn't they? When they added Demon Hunter, like they've been reeling ever since, trying to.
I feel like they ruined it before that too. But...
I mean, that was like Demon Hunter had like they're still nerfing Demon Hunter cards, right? Like they just started.
Where did a Demon Hunter card with charge? After working for like 3 years to remove charge kills from the game.
Closer to 5 that they are working to remove charge from the game.
You ever just forget holes are a thing and then run directly into one?
I love holes though. I do it on purpose.
I've been through that whole analysis before, but Final Fantasy V is definitely a game about holes, kind of top to bottom.
But the success of Magic the Gathering Online has really done a number on all of the other card games. And then the other card games having design problems on top of that is like Mondo Big. After you get... Okay, Guido is calling. I have to go to Guido's cave, and then I go to the airship. Or, no, not the airship. Water ships. The other kind of ship that exists. The first one.
It's just called a ship, I think.
Yeah, it's a ship.
God.
Water ship is about psychic rabbits dying. Right?
Is that an anime? You
No, it's
know that I
novel.
don't... Oh.
Watership Down?
Oh, well that's the full name of the novel.
Yeah.
You just shorten things like that and expect me to keep pace. It's like removing several words from your sentences, and then the several vowels from those words, and then it's just sound just...
I mean, I just talk like that to begin with, though. Are you making fun of me?
No. No. Remember, dunk magnet. It's all going in this direction.
Yeah,
That was my inverto dunk.
Thinking about Hearthstone, for one, that's something I haven't done in a year plus. So I don't even know if I have any, like, useful things to say about it other than, like, I feel like the game has... The development team has definitely changed, like, their policy for jumping in and trying to change things up. Like they're making a ton of changes. I'm going with one sheep right now because I want the double Berserker just for...
Berserker does damage.
I want damage.
That's a lot of damage.
But like recently there were, something, you were talking about Demon Hunter. It's like, there's still Demon Hunter changes. Yes, but that was with like 9 card changes, which is not something they used to do at all.
Yeah, usually it was like, they would change like 2 cards. But apparently the big problem with Demon Hunter right now is, like, what is the oldest thing in Magic that is known busted thing? Like, right down to the singular most powerful card in Magic the Gathering. It all comes down to cheating costs, right? Like Black Lotus.
Yeah, pretty much universally.
Yeah.
Like every problem that ever happens with mana is about some dumb mana cheat.
Yeah, which that's like the thing that Hearthstone is having problems with is cost reduction.
I mean, it's
A lot of the
astonishing.
changes.
The last 2 seasons of Standard have been about like cards that still let you do mana cheats. They still haven't learned their damn lesson.
Well, at least the ones in Magic cost 4 mana, but...
In Hearthstone, a lot of the cards that did get changed, for instance, were there were a couple cards that, like, generated 0-cost cards or drew cards and just threw their mana cost to 0.
Yeah.
And, wow, somehow it turns out that when you just randomly throw cards to 0 cost, it becomes very busted.
But, Hearthstone for me, I got to live through peak Hearthstone, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then when Hearthstone went to a place that was leaving me behind, they invented Dungeon Run, and I enjoyed that for a good time.
Yeah.
And then they made Slay the Spire, so I didn't have to play Dungeon Run anymore.
I think the one thing that could get me to play Hearthstone again is to finally do that dumb experiment and satisfy the question of what happens when both players are immune and you cast the wand that keeps casting fireballs until one player dies.
Ooh.
Because it can, in theory, happen. But
Ooh, healing from lightning. So yeah, I think this battle is the most, like, visible. on the reasons why I want double Berserker is that, like, they're just hitting for 600. And, yeah, before this, okay, there's the death. So now we're at, the king will say, yo, what up? And then I think it can be death here.
So how would we do that, Kaz? You'd have to...
The thing itself that like casts, it's either Fireball or the 10 cost one. What's the 10 damage one called?
Pyroblast.
Pyroblast. Yeah, the treasure itself is a card that costs 10 mana. So you have to somehow reduce that to be able to be immune that turn yourself. I think...
you could do it in Wild with, what's his name, right? The cost reduction 5/5?
Well, wild cards don't appear in the dungeon run.
There we go.
Oh, you would do this in Dungeon Run. Okay.
It can only exist in dungeon run because that's where you get the item of Firebolts or whatever.
Yeah, it's a specific dungeon run only card.
I thought that I forgot that there was that.
There are two dungeon bosses to use the what's it called?
Oh my god, I finally solved it. So bad news. There is no other monster in the game that can cast Berserk except for Mammon on release.
Yes.
Yeah, but Mammon can be encountered in the cleft.
Can be encountered. Okay, yeah, can be encountered in the cleft.
Yes.
But also, it is casting Berserk, which means that I could put the Reflect Ring on someone and it will reflect the Berserk back onto Omniscient.
Okay, that's good.
Yep, that's generally how you.
If you can catch a
have against something.
All right. The main reason that having two Beastmasters would be useful there would be that getting AP on them early is going to be helpful because I'm going to want catch on like 2 to 3 people by the end here. Like that's the big thing is like getting Berserkers leveled up on AP isn't going to be. Oh shit! Oh, I just forgot to items. Galoof is my thief leaving. Okay.
Right, so you need the Wand of Firebolts. You need a way to become immune for a turn that doesn't rely on a minion staying in play. And you need to go against one of the 2 bosses who uses the rogue secret that makes you immune after you've taken damage that turn. And I think Thief Rogue can do this. There's a weapon that the turn you play it, you become immune. And there's some way to like reduced costs on either the spell or the weapon. Wait, didn't they used to have a thing that was just like...
There's prep.
Preparation, right. Yeah. Has that been modified? Did they ever change preparation? Or did they just, like, move that to historic or whatever?
I've been removed from the game for... Yeah, they changed it to a dark grit instead of a -3.
Ah, shit.
I could still work, though, right?
Well, it goes from a 10 spell and a 3-cost weapon to a 8-cost spell and a 3-cost weapon, so you need 1 more piece in there.
Yeah, 1 more bit of cost reduction. So we're looking at, like, making the weapon.
Okay.
Trouble in your virtual world, Slayer?
Ice block wouldn't work, right? Because your secrets don't trigger on your turn.
Don't trigger on your turn. Yeah.
Okay, well let's add the new. All right, so we got.
Oh, did you get another Berserker?
Job 4, and then we add the image to the little bit. And we have.
I'm looking it up so I
Oh
can.
no!
Oh no! You cursed yourself.
Yeah.
I have to check this.
You have like a no. You can go steal javelin now.
I know. I can go steal javelin. That'll be fine.
You
You got
buffoon! Why would you accept this gift without looking to see what it is?
It could be a boat, Cass.
So Yeah, when I earlier mentioned classes I just don't want on here, Dragoon was number 2 behind Monk. So we can go, we gotta go get a stick. We're gonna be leaning on Beastmaster a lot then. So we need to get ready for just getting catch on 3 people, because that's gonna be necessary. My weapons out of the legendary weapons are fine. We know what those are gonna be.
It's going to be tough. You can do a lot of damage to Shinryu and X-Death. A lot of damage.
Can we do? I think Beastmaster means Shinryu would be on the table, right?
Oh yeah, you can Berserk blind him.
Yeah. Technically, Omega would be on the table, but that sounds dumb because
you'd be rubbing him with 3 characters, then having your Berserker hit him with an axe.
Smite these vermin. Ah. How you doing, X-Death? Yeah. Definitely want to go grab myself a stick.
I'm also at a good place to stop, because I don't want to grind Reflect Rings right now. That's something you won't have to do at all. Just steal them.
Oh, right, I can steal them from Reflect Mage in the castle.
And you can steal Hermes from Phoenix Tower.
Yeah, once I get to World 3.
Upside.
Yeah, Thief has some payoffs later. I also, I've been running a lot. Chicken Knife's gonna obviously be doing work. So yeah, I think the big thing I need to get done next is probably just get catch on at least 2 people. Because that'll be... And then obviously get the Coronado Gourd. Obviously there's a bunch of stuff before I go to World 2, but I don't think any of that's very meaningful. Outside of Javelin, there's nothing I really want to steal, and I don't remember how long Javelin holds power.
It's good through a portion of World 2.
Yeah.
It's not incredible, but it's pretty power, and it's easy to get.
Let's see, I got a couple shield users. I also want to pick up another bear to put in the pocket anyway.
And that's exactly, you'll be fighting bears anyways.
Yeah, so I need to put a bear in the pocket, so this will be... Okay, so the reason I'm annoyed, by the way, when I said Galoof is leaving and stealing my stuff, is that Galoof's leaving with the thief gloves.
Weren't able to...
I didn't think about it until I walked in the room, and then I realized, wait, the reason you get that point is because you can steal all your stuff back from Galoof.
I think it's their common steel. It's not their common steel. Their common steel has to be potion, right? Anyway. Sand bear.
Wait. This game has a MOI head? Are you fucking kidding me?
Alright. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Their steel is just javelin.
Okay.
But it's
good.
The chance is pretty low, so you're going to be stealing a lot. But I guess your Berserker might kill it. You check the Caves of Narsh. Yeah, steel, common, javelin.
I think then I want... Gotta steal that. And this is also a party that's just gonna be leaning heavy on levels. Because, think about what this looks like against Neo X-Death. We have 3 catches we'll be able to use, so if I just want to go 3 Breath Wing, that's an option.
3 Breath Wing is an option.
Yeah, then we'll cut them down to half.
Or 2 Breath Wing and 1 Mighty Guard.
Right, if I want to try and...
if you want to be beautiful and pretty and glorious and handsome.
That sounds like a very lengthy pursuit against an enemy who casts Dispel.
Damn it, you didn't fall for it.
So... I don't have access to haste because we don't have like katanas or anything like that.
Yeah, you'll have Hermes though.
But yeah, like so. What I mean by that is that Hermes is going to be the default.
Yeah, so you won't be able to like Coral plus Hermes or whatever.
Yeah, because like if you have the sword, then you can like hold off on putting something else there, or like Angel or Coral or whatnot. Again, this is how the game goes in my mind. Once you get all 4 jobs, you just start planning for X stuff.
Planning, yeah. So what it probably means is you Thief with Flea equipped, Dragoon with Release equipped, probably, or Steel, and then just whatever you want on your Beastmaster for the rest of the time.
Berserker gets Berserker speed, or Thief speed.
Yeah, so start planning who you want to be your Berserker and just make them your Thief right now.
Yeah,
I think another thing that it says is that no boss in the game really takes you to task like Neo X Death, and so
yeah,
just sort of like, whatever. I'm just gonna slap the rest of the game out of the way.
There's one other boss that gives me enough pause, and it's X Death at the end of World 2.
It's Castle X Death. But even him, you'll be able to like.
Oh, Reflect Rings, so that'll do.
Reflect Rings, and you can release 3 yellow dragons.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah.
Of course, catching the yellow dragons is hard.
It's not the worst because I'll have Coronado Gourd at that point. So like,
you'll have Coronado, but they're just kind of tough.
Yeah,
they're kind of mean.
They're big and tough and murdery, and they come in 2s.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to catch steal flame rings while you're there.
I don't care about ribbon or anything of the like. I could, like, Phoenix Tower, obviously, I'll care about for, like, Hermes sandals, unless I can just purchase those.
You can purchase them, but it saves a lot of money to steal them, and you can steal them on the first floor.
Alright,
the trouble becomes...
Okay.
No, you get to do a cool thing. You get to jump with the Twin Link. Because it counts.
Oh, like the double hit on that?
No, Twin Link just gets, it gets bonus damage from jump for some reason. It's like lances, Twin Link, and the Man-Eater knife.
I remembered the Man-Eater knife. That one was... Alright, I'm gonna put Ferris on Thief.
Make sure.
I thought that you needed to just get the sub in order to access Steel Temple. I didn't realize you needed all the tablets.
Yeah. A character attacking will do normal unblockable damage to the target unless they're equipped with either a spear, Twin Lance, Man-Eater, Judgment Staff, or Staff of Light.
What the hell?
In which case, the character will do double damage.
I'm sorry, I did not know that that Staff of Light had the...
Yeah, I didn't know Judgment Staff or Staff of Light worked.
That's funny.
That's so weird. Yeah, give him the stick.
Alright,
Anyways, I'm not grinding Reflect Rings right now, so I'm gonna call it a night.
Okay, I'm just thinking about, the thing about Jump okay is that I hate Jump.
Jump isn't very good.
Like,
it has its usage, but it's not like that. It's not worth a slot.
Exactly right. Like, the reason I have a very hefty dislike of Dragoon in this game is that Jump is a command where, like, you lose control of your character for multiple seconds, and they just disappear and stop doing anything. And Lancet is the only other thing they give you, and Lancet just kind of sucks.
Yeah, if you're doing the cave, Dragoon goes up in stock. But,
cave? Lancet's really powerful in the cave because you want an MP refresh.
Yeah, but in the main
Dragoon
game,
is bad night,
doesn't
yeah.
offer a lot outside of...
Alright, well, let's do the first thing, which is we need to refresh our bear, and I need to steal from a bear, and that's number one. Let's go refresh a bear.
Everything that you need, the bear can provide.
We use every part of the bear here in the Dorm Desert. We use its spear, we use its body, we use its potion drops. It's like all three.
Keep in mind that it is at least half animal.
It is half animal. This bear is half animal. And the other half is javelin.
What does a bear do with a javelin?
What does it do with sand? It's like...
He's picking his teeth.
Well, it lives in the sand. Like, what are you gonna tell it not to do that?
Yeah, I'll tell a large furry animal.
Hey, all right. Step one: just steal the damn javelin. Okay.
Yeah, got him. Got him.
Easy.
Even with it in the fight. What a baller.
I should probably make sure I know exactly what to get down here.
And I think that's the right amount of damage.
You were remarkably close to Murbidan.
Right.
And I like some of the Murbidan jobs better than the ones you had. That makes me like it better, though.
Okay,
I'm
sweet.
a big fan of Murbidan.
Okay, I thought my desert adventure was gonna take like 15 minutes. What if you just like steal it on?
Yeah,
Get
but
in,
you steal
get
it.
in one encounter, steal it the first time, do just enough damage to catch it, and catch it.
Easy.
Easy.
Okay, so we've got a talk with Sid and Mid.
Yeah.
No, we don't have to go talk to them. They're already there.
If you go to the turtle,
yeah, they're already at Meteor 2, right?
yeah, they're at the meteor by no. If you go, they leave a note saying they're going to return the adamantite to the turtle meteor, and if you go there, they'll say, "Hey, it got charged."
Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't have to go to the.
You don't have to go to the dock. No.
You don't have to like read the note. So let's go.
Yeah, Tycoon Castle. That's what it's called.
Okay, and then we go in order from there. Okay, that means what am I thinking about for? I didn't even think about meteor bosses.
They're all pretty easy.
Well, I don't have a great answer for bomb or.
Let me think.
Can I paralyze them?
You might be able to. You can always do the classic, hit them with butte knives.
Yeah, I've got those in the pocket, and that's probably the answer. So let's
It's like the generic, and your damage should be high. So like once you can like attack with your Beastmaster, and then when you get the mute proc, just like javelin them.
Yeah, let's go. We already have those in the pocket. Let's go ahead and.
Like you can pretend Galoof is your Berserker to like avoid your Berserker fucking things up.
Yep. Put it back. Hi, how you doing? Yeah.
There's probably a release that does something for you.
I'm glad I already have I'm glad I already have Jumpin' Christmas.
Like Christ lives in. I love it when stuff like this comes up in. My favorite is in Bloodborne, where there's Molotov. So, like, General Molotov was a person in Yharnam, and Ludwig says he hopes his guys were Spartan, so Sparta existed. So, like, Greece. So, like, there's a Finnish resistance, and also ancient Greece existed in Yharnam. And in Dark Souls 3, you have Braille. So, like, no.
So France exists?
So France and also a specific guy named Braille exists. I'm pretty sure Braille's named after the guy who invented it.
Okay, so there's our meteor. Hi, how you doing? I almost did it. I almost landed on the dragon by accident.
Yeah, Louis Braille.
Right, yesterday in Final Fantasy 13 2, where you're making a bunch of jokes back and forth with the character, and one of them that you can...
I know a guy.
Right, one of them you can make is like, need an arc. I know a guy, which...
He wasn't actually making a joke, he was just talking about hope. Because hope does build an arc.
Yeah. Alright, so let's get some Mage Mash. Hey, alright, there's one on. So the Dragoon can start just going to town on that one, and we can start moving on. Oh boy, there sure are a lot of hidden actions taking place behind the scenes in this fight.
Yeah, they gotta think.
You can feel them.
Thinking! Oh, his real name is Noah Hope. That's not actually true. You learned his stupid mom's name.
S-time.
Yeah. It's like Nora Estime. She says, "Moms are tough," and then goes off and immediately dies from a rocket launcher or something. Doesn't she get shot with a rocket launcher?
She falls off a cliff.
Yeah.
There's a rocket launcher involved.
She's holding a rocket launcher. Okay, Mage Mash is the answer here. I forgot how good that,
The proc is.
Yeah, I think it's like 33. Oh boy. I didn't plan for them just spamming self-destruct at me.
Yeah, they can begin doing that.
By that I mean, how many Phoenix Downs am I holding? 1? Okay.
Well, you'll need to kill at least one more.
Yeah.
But luckily, if one uses self-destruct and your Beastmaster's alive, you can just throw a bear at the other one and be done with it.
True.
Although it'll cast for revive, so maybe not.
That would kind of be a disaster. Kind of took place in that order.
Okay, there's a Mage Match proc.
Oh, I got to North Village by the skin of my teeth.
Critical attack. And a self-destruct, I need you to target... Crap, okay. Okay, get the Mage Mash proc. Then I can release the bear. Oh no. Or do enough damage where the self-destruct won't kill me.
That's the other plan. That's the less good plan. They have 1,500 health.
I know. Okay, there's the Mage Mash. This is perfect. There were no problems with this fight whatsoever. It was a perfectly planned and executed fight.
You used every part of the buffalo.
I even got the AP on the character I want AP on. Alright.
You got the equipped whips.
Alright, that's not what I care about. Let's go, like, buy some Phoenix Downs, I guess? I didn't realize I had none.
I love that you made that fight look like a regular fight against 6 enemies.
I'm sad that you can't buy Phoenix Downs in the Ninja Village. They don't stock them or ethers.
Yeah. Well, they stock ethers. They stock 750 ethers.
They do. What am I thinking of? There's something else they don't stock for no reason.
Holy water, I thought.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, like, Holy Water doesn't exist in World 1, so...
It's a godless land.
That's, like, whatever, that's enough. Using an inn, that costs money. I'm gonna go fly over to the library, come on.
$2? Like hell, I'm gonna pay $2 to get my MP back.
No, like...
I wanna fly to... Oh, you even passed right by the Wind Shrine, too.
I know, right? there's a pot. It's fine. Isn't it the same healing pot? I thought they said, like, they brought the...
Now they bring the healing pot from the library to the castle in World 3.
Okay.
Where the shield dragon lives.
I know they bring from one location. Alright, so... this fight is... Oh god, just have somebody in the air, I guess? I don't need the Mage Mashes, so let's go ahead and...
Yeah, I feel like if Lena just jumps a lot, you'll be liable to bullet, like, maybe just... Berserker is also okay here, just because you can just have enough health to survive Earthshaker.
Right now, everybody has, like, enough, I think we can survive Earthshaker. The problem is we'll just need to have to be, like, either enough health or in the air. And then I'm pretty sure... Chimera, I just put on a Berserker and it dies to, like, the first attack.
Yeah. You throw your DVD at them.
Oh, this lava sucks so bad.
Alright, so here's the fight.
Bear.
Oh, okay. There's the Earthshaker. Oh, it didn't even kill her. Okay, I had enough. I had way... My mind was telling me that was gonna be like 600 plus, not 500. Sweet.
It's the bane of like wizard classes.
Yeah, if you're, my weakest class is a thief, and my second weakest class is a beastmaster. I'm doing okay on those numbers.
Is there some kind of profound skip that we can do to avoid getting Ifrit and Titan?
If I wish, because then like Call would actually be like,
Yeah, that could be like this spicy, customizable option. But,
okay.
like, the kind of skips I'm describing would be like, I don't know, just like glitch to the credits kind of thing.
If you could like skip directly into World 2 somehow, that'd be fun. I think most of this game's glitches are in-game mechanics rather than...
yeah, you're not gonna be.
Yeah, the event flags are pretty tight.
Okay.
Don't have warp.
Yeah, exit does not work stupid in this game. Is your Berserker in the back row? This is
It won't matter.
That reminds me, I almost convinced you last... I didn't tell you this, but I was restraining myself to not tell you to use warp in the crystal room in the Dwarf Fortress.
Oh.
Because a very special thing happens when you do that.
Well, should I go do it?
No, the moment is past at this point. It won't work anymore, but...
I might have a save state where it will work.
With the event flags set up as they are, if you like do the whole battle and everything, and Golbez steals the crystal, if you warp out of it, you'll be transported to the sealed cave.
Ooh.
And you'll just be in the sealed cave long before obtaining the keys. Or knowing what the hell it is.
Aqualog.
Okay, so the Trench Trio is a fight that just can be solved with money, right?
Zinigage works. So does just using the magic lamp. They'll just die to Odin. So Manticore, huh?
Manticore, this is like, I'm just waiting for a death proc, right? Like, that's literally it. Because if I remember right, this is this is an enemy that like Ferris can kill with a death proc.
Yes, that is
So
correct.
the fact that like we're just waiting for Berserker decisions. That's my actual play here, and I guess I'll use jump, even though I don't much care for it. Because most of the always trust the Berserker. The Berserker knows how to fight. I also need to refresh my bear.
Try to bear in mind. Did you need a new bear?
I gotta do the long run back now. God, running through the lava is the exact same sound effect as moving blocks around in Yoshi's Cookie. It's just something that I'm constantly thinking about now.
Oh boy, Berserker, you can get Ferris, get one more attack off before you fall over. Oh, never mind. Well, I got a Phoenix down, that's good. Berserker's always making the correct choice. It's just not knowing what the correct. We don't just know what the correct choice is.
The real choice here we learned was learning to respect jump. That's the lesson we learned.
It's like more damage out of spears.
And, like, you avoided damage from cross. It's like, looks good.
Alright, alright, well, this is end of World 1. Let's do some mental checklists. Let's go get a bear. Right, like, that's at least one of the bits here, is go find a bear. Just have one in the pocket. Trying to think when I'll need to use it in World 2.
Pocket sand bear is kind of like pocket sand.
Yeah.
Gilgamesh. Bridge Gilgamesh is a good place to throw a bear.
Like, throw it right before the shell protect.
You can try to head bump it or just to do a lot of damage.
I'll try the head bump.
Shit, I probably should have brought in the second Mammon if this was going to happen. Because now I'm thinking about Shinryu.
Okay.
If you want to fight Shinryu with a Mammon, you can go to the room before Titania, like the grass tile set outside the castle, and that you can find Mammon there.
Oh, okay, thank you. I completely forgot about you can find them in the cleft.
Yeah. It's like around, if you can find Ramu, I think you can find Mammon.
Again, it's easy. Just hit the bear enough to catch it. And find it on the first encounter. It's not that hard, clearly. Anyway. Yeah, the Twintania area is where Mammon hides. Okay, anything else I want? Obviously, I don't think there's anything I want from, I don't want to go buy a fire ring or anything like that yet. I always mental check this before I leave World 1. We have 2 mage branches, that's good enough.
Yeah, by the time you would want to use the flame ring, you could just steal them next to the castle.
Yeah.
Fire.
Well, I'm not like... I have 2 shield users, Okay,
The
that'll...
best shield you can get here is just gold shield, but you've already got the one you can have, probably.
Yeah, I'm thinking about future there, too. Like, 1 Aegis, maybe 1 Genji.
Aegis, Genji, you can pick up an ice shield.
I want Genji because Genji well,
Actually, you can steal ice and fire shields, too.
Yeah, those are easy enough to get. Because if I get Genji, that lets me Tiny Ferris in fights.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna... I guess that's gonna be my, that's gonna be Crystal Fight, is Tiny Ferris.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get, Genji Glove, can't you? Because you've got Tifi.
Yes.
You get the full Genji outfit.
Does Gilgamesh in Galoof 1 have a Genji item?
No. The Genji stuff starts when you let Gil out of the box.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, I didn't think there was anything on the early fights.
Yeah.
Boat, okay.
Boat is Genji Helm, I believe.
Yeah, because Alright, I think then that means I don't have any... needs right now. Yeah. Let's do one quick...
Okay, there's magic
I don't need to buy tents because I'm about to be fighting,
How?
Oh, I can farm tents for a little while. That'll be fine. Alright, hey, wizard. Thanks, wizard. Alright, let's go. I think I've thought about this enough. We obviously don't need to take care of, like, piano or anything like that. I've got a bear in the pocket. Let's take off to World 2.
Did that man just call Ribbon the ultimate accessory?
Yes.
It's no Lamian, and it's no Stocklight.
Okay, we also have to job adjust. I'm not strict about, like... Oh, I need a sec... Like, having... Wait, I don't have a second shield. Hold on.
That's something to fix.
Let's at least go have, like, a second mithril or something. I've never been strict on that, like, in this area. Like, Galoof can be whatever, as long as you're not overlapping, and, like, once you have a full party around, it doesn't matter. Alright, just give me a mithril shield. I think I just... Right.
Yeah, Mithril like about that. I think Gold Shield might actually be after Inbolt 2. So
I at least should have an Aang shield on.
I had no reason not to.
Yeah, unless I care about weight. Weight, the fakest of stats.
Berserker's already slow as shit anyway, so it's not going to make that much of a difference.
Alright, so... Goodbye, World 1. On to 2.
Okay, there we go. Jesus.
There's this
I don't know
hole
what the timing was wrong with those gargoyles.
hole in
Why
the
didn't
middle
they
bottom.
fly the airship into the hole?
Look how tiny that hole is.
It'll fit.
It will not
Do
fit.
they know how to parallel park? Come on, you got clearance.
They only have like
I
5
think-
minutes.
No. You need another airship to like force
Well,
it in.
Yeah, to
Physics.
like push it through. Yeah.
Oh,
Man, come on, your airship's only got like a 20-foot draft. It could fit.
okay, so what they do is they get the airship close to it, and then they just start throwing grenades until it like clips through.
Yeah,
yeah.
I could get it through.
I'm pretty
I've
sure that's
proven
how
my
it works.
ability to kill the final boss with a
Oh,
banshee.
God.
It was so funny because the cutscene pulled me out of the banshee, but it very politely parked my banshee in the hallway before the boss fight.
All right. Let's quick say 10.
I went with 15 and wanted a few more, but you guys buy
That's
them.
fair.
You can confuse Tonberry.
So
You can confuse. Can you confuse Tonberry?
I'm actually, you're right. I'm probably gonna want more because I'm going to like again, levels are going to be a thing at some point. I'm just gonna have to take.
Yeah. Man, where do you even get levels in World 2? I know where you get AP. I don't know where you get levels. Final Fantasy 5 level World 2.
One thing I appreciate about this island is that it has like 4 or 5 different like tile sets. Like,
Yeah.
you can even encounter beach if you get into a fight on the corners here. And then there's swamp.
Ooh, you have the way, but it'll involve killing your berserkers.
Shield drag.
Shield, you can control Shield Dragon and have it use Blaze on itself.
But that won't level 1 of my 4.
Yeah, so you'll level 3 out of 4 people, and you can you can kill and resurrect them to cycle who is dead.
I very much enjoy this island for having one enemy. The enemy always drops tents, and then you get a cutscene every once in a while that's like, we should use a tent.
Plus, Powell is like he's a pushover, but he can dish out some damage
Right.
if he gets hits off.
Right, if I'm not killing Pal like this, Pal will hit you, and you'll want to heal. And the fact that you're getting free tents will, push it a direction. Okay.
I think we're good enough.
So, I think I know what this means. I know what this means. Alright, I think I've got most everything planned out. I can't get the gourd until the Wolf Village.
Yeah, Wolf Village. If you catch a frog, you can give it to one of the guys by the well. One of the human wizard by the
Yeah.
well.
I hate that you have to give him both the frog and like a pile of cash.
10K.
Yeah, he also wants but that's right by the guild turtle, so you can just rob the guild turtle.
Oh yeah, I can quick save that if I really want to do the robbery.
That's one of the other reasons that I wanted to do the socklet version this year.
Fair.
You want
Crack
to
down on
yourself
quick saving.
Yeah. You want your elf cape, you're gonna have to get it the intended way of dying.
Yeah.
Mm.
The intended way of coming back, like after Castle Karnak, probably. Really.
Might be sufficient. Like, I'll have HP. I have monk.
Unless you can focus punch him, and that'll help overcome his defense. Once you get some levels.
Let's see. I think that this is the run where I'm going to have to actually like appreciate the power of Beast. The game heard me talking.
Like, you were talking shit on Beastmaster and Dragoon. It was like, listen, buddy.
Yeah. So to elaborate for those who do not hear me talking shit on Beast is great. Beast can do anything if you're willing to put an exorbitant amount of time into all of your solutions.
Yeah, if you're willing to do the research and come up with worse solutions than other jobs have, but no job has as wide a coverage as this, except maybe Chemist.
Well, Chemist has every... Like, Chemist is the ultimate, like, answer to everything. By the way, I decided that 20 was going to be my answer when I realized that grinding was, like, a thing I might have to do. And I like having tents around in areas that...
Although, Chemist cannot beat Omega and has a hard time beating Shinryu.
Chemist can beat Omega.
Not easy. Like, you have to do it fair and square, and you have to, like, live through his shit.
Yeah, but you can do that. There's like... I'm fairly certain single Chemist can beat Omega.
Ooh.
Like, literally, like, one person Chemist. I think you can still beat Omega with that.
You'd be like dice rolls for it.
Well, because you can make yourself immune to everything.
Yeah, but not the big damage he just does to you. Like the mustard bomb would just do so much damage.
Yeah, you double health, and then you can full heal yourself, you know? Like,
yeah, I distinctly remember somebody doing a solo Chemist run and just like, mapping it out exhaustively.
I'm sure that they've done it. It would just really suck. Like, you could probably, like, solo it with Thief if you tried hard enough, but...
Well, see, I don't think you can solo with a Thief. That sounds absurd. My point there is that the options that Chemists have is actually endless. Like,
well, but I think that Beastmaster is much more equipped to deal with that particular challenge. It's not most other challenges. Although Beastmaster is better in random encounters than Chemist is.
Next time I get Chemist, I'm gonna have to go beat up Omega. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to solo him with your Chemist. Is what you committed yourself to.
Yeah, that's easy enough. You just crack a rod. I've watched that.
So do you think that Chemist has
it's time mage,
more exhaustive research needed in order to make it work than Beastmaster does?
No, Beastmaster requires more research because really, almost 90% of everything for Chemist comes down to Maiden's Kiss plus Turtle Shell.
Right.
So,
okay. Yeah. Fair.
Like if you know Maiden's Kiss plus Turtle Shell and you know nothing else about Chemist, you're gonna be fine for literally the entire game.
Yeah, you need like Maiden's Kiss plus
Turtle Shell.
No, Berserk is like Haste plus Berserk.
Oh, the Bacchus's wine?
Bacchus wine, which is Maiden Kiss plus I forget. And then Dragon Fang plus
Dragon Fang gets used in all the like level-y ones and those bits.
Yeah, you got your dragon power.
But the
raises
Dragon
your level.
there's like a way to blind with Dragon Fang and and dark matter, I think. Dark
I
matter
thought that was.
drop sucks. It doesn't work half the
Oh,
time. There's another mix that just does it better. So that's how you Berserk flying.
Yeah, like the use case that I was thinking of specifically was, this boss sucks. I need a stupid plan.
Yeah, then it's like turtle shell, you do turtle, you do dragon's fang plus potion a few times, and then you use Maiden's Kiss plus.
Fortuitous timing! Prepare the giant mirror!
I hate the giant mirror. Ah, why are they shaming you with the giant mirror? I love the giant mirror.
I love the giant mirror.
Giant mirror kicks so much
Well,
ass.
the giant mirror, half the size of Siren, like,
Yeah. Well, it's not a gigantic.
it's not an enormous mirror, realize this. It's merely a giant mirror.
That's the thing in Dwarf Fortress is for most wild animals, there's a giant version of them that can live in savage maps. Except there are types of animals that just have giant in their name. So there's like giant panda bear, and what are the other ones? But they get called gigantic. So instead of giant squid, it's gigantic squid, and that's how you know they're the big ones.
Hell's bells.
There's also giant rat and large rat. Giant rat is
Dare
large.
I ask which one is larger?
The giant is larger than the large.
Oh, okay.
But giant rat can produce giant rat leather, and large rat produces large rat leather. And if you make clothing sized for a human, it is described as large because humans are taller than dwarves. So if you use large rat leather to make leather clothing for a human, it's called large rat leather tunic.
Yes. Good.
Alright, sitting here worrying about Greg Zero.
You can show him the skull.
Yeah, it's get Berserker.
Yeah, I think that's literally the answer is swap over. Again, like, I know, like, whatever, setting up classes, I consider Galoof to be able to choose anything here. That's just the rules.
Another thing you can do is just switch to a class that can use high potion if you have high potion. And that's usually good enough.
I probably didn't bring enough high potion for that.
I think you have 2. You might have 3 if you had
Oh,
one.
his rebates?
Yeah, you got another rebate from another boss fight.
Well, I spent one of the rebates.
So I think you have 3, because you got 2 for killing the Chimera, I think. So,
I gave myself multiple death sickles for this reason. And I bought myself generic potion for these moments as well. I know I could just use one of my 2010s, but...
no, there's in the room above the save point, there's a heal.
I just remembered that. And
That's fine, your potions are worthless, use them.
They're potions. What do
You're
I...
about to get more from these shell...
Galoof doesn't even sneak by those guys.
Galoof doesn't even bother, no. Galoof is going completely ham in here. I'm a back row Berserker. Let's have fun with back row Berserker.
Ooh, yeah, you're gonna go all in on the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it because this makes Gilgamesh talk from beyond the grave.
Rah! And take this. Rah!
Galoof, you're not doing a very good job.
And I trust in Galoof. Like what?
Galoof with his green armbands and red belt. What is it, Christmas?
The skull will eventually be revealed.
Galoof is taking his time.
You know, he's selling it.
It has to be a real fight. It's a little bit too real of a fight, Galoof. Galoof, did you read the script before we had the...
Wait. No, I've got it. You gotta give him a shield.
Do you have a shield, or does your... I think he only has 2 shields, and they're both equipped on it.
They're on my other...
So Galoof stole equipment from you, and now you've stolen equipment from Galoof.
Oh, nice. That's sweet.
We call that poetry. It
Yes,
rhymes.
this is fine. What this is? This is me recovering 5 potions.
Oh, I see. You threw the fight so that you can get the potions back that dropped from every enemy in this place.
Yes.
We need them. We need them though.
So I can heal right here. I still believe in back row Galoof. I'll note that my elf cape. There it is.
Yeah, I was about to say, for those not in the know, this plan definitely can and will work. We're not just trying it for a goof.
I even get an elixir for the victory. Alright. I need to immediately adjust jobs. Like, again, that was... Galoof wanted me to have my potions back. Alright,
We do not understand them always, but there is wisdom in their ways.
So, I want... Back to this. So now we've got our full actual squad. Yeah. Equipment. If you're gonna use the Mongosh, you want to be front row. Dragoon can be back row if I'm just gonna jump. You get full damage from that, but like if I'm going to attack with Link. Alright, so we're gonna really...
Putting in back row kind of like...
commits to that.
Commits to the jump. Which is probably fine.
Alright, alright, so Bear's gonna get used against,
Rich Gill.
yeah, against Gilgamesh. I'm gonna try and skip most of that final phase, because final phase, Greg is actually quite powerful.
Yeah, after a certain damage threshold, he casts Haste, Shell, and Protect on himself and jumps on a single person, all as one action, while monologuing. Because he's great.
He wants to remind you that he
And
can
here's my favorite little bit. Galoof does not bother with stealth, but Galoof will bother with stealth to dodge these here, and Galoof will just sleep right past them.
He sleepwalks on his back.
As will Lena. But my favorite, so like obviously, you know, we have this setup here where it's like, okay, we're crawling. But my favorite is Ferris the Hedgehog. This is my favorite by a mile, is Ferris the Hedgehog. Alright, anyway, I just like... Okay. You can also, because I'm a thief, you can like double speed, which can make Ferris the Hedgehog move at Ferris the Hedgehog speeds.
At chog speed.
That's kind of great.
Yeah.
I like that the sprites for Ferris are really all over the place, seem to indicate that none of the pirates knew how to cut hair. So she has never had a haircut in her entire life.
Well, the sailors are afraid of sharp knives, so they just either have very long hair and they tie it back, or they tear all their hair out. That's how pirates go.
Ferris was also, like, in the pirates, you know, very close to her chest. I don't mean that in any pun way, but, like, obviously didn't want the pirates to know that she's a lady, so...
Isn't that stupid that sailors were afraid of sharp knives?
Yeah,
Sailors
that
were
sounds
so
real
dumb.
Considering all of the rope that you need on a ship.
That's why they were afraid of sharp knives. It's
they
because they didn't want to cut themselves, even though you cut yourselves with dull knives most of the time.
coal knives are much more dangerous than sharp ones when you're, doing work with your own hands. And
Yeah, the pirates.
the pirates did raise her. I believe they were in on it.
Yeah, they probably were, but they probably they let her do whatever she wanted. She was like.
I figure
she
like
was-
I
she was
figure
like
like the whoever her second was, and like some of the people like that obviously knew, but like
I think they all knew and all played along.
Yeah, like whoever found her had to know that because of her magic pendant, she was secretly a princess, and they also knew that princesses are just better than regular people. So
right, they have
you'd
better stat
like,
growths,
make
right?
her you'd better make her the captain.
Like when you like from what everything I know about like royalty is that you have like speed 70, strength 70, HP 80, like skill 70, defense 60, res 30, right? Like is like those are
What is the divine right of kings done to our collective consciousness that royal classes in JRPGs and even shit like fucking demons, souls, and others are like, they just have the best things, and like Elliewood and his beautiful band of warriors, like the leader class is always so much better.
So that occasionally you can have like an Ike who's like, hey, I'm just like a guy.
I'm a dude who
I'm a
has
ranger.
strength 80
I'm
or
a-
whatever.
Yeah,
I'm a
I think
ranger.
definitely the
The exception.
Exception to that.
Rule. Yeah.
I was about to ask, like, when does Sildred get added to this mix? Like,
Yeah,
I would
that's
imagine
what
that
Blue
the
mentioned,
large
yeah.
reason why she'd be the captain is because she was friends with the serpent that drove the
That's
boat.
probably what happened. Yeah, she fell out of the castle and landed into the maw of the sea dragon,
oh.
and then became
I
friends
see.
with the sea dragon.
Okay, so she's like a wild child who befriends a sea dragon, and when the pirates inevitably come across it, they're like, what the fuck is this?
They also established
We
that
better try to get along.
she was also lost at sea in like when she was like 12 or something. I think they established it. Like Lena has memories of it, and she's older than Lena. So if Lena was like 8 when Ferris fell into the ocean, Ferris was probably like 12. So
Trying to figure out like anyone's age in a JRPG is a nightmare.
Orin was 35. You know, we
Like,
established that yet.
often there are some like explicit things that say so, where you're like, oh, that was so many years ago when I was your age or whatever. So you
Sometimes
can do this like calculus to like figure it out.
the best thing is when they don't establish it and you come up with insane theories to try to come up with why things are the way they are. Such as ghosts making food to make sure that the young boy can live forever.
No. This is a theory that Gnome really likes to continuously bring up, that he made up, that isn't a real theory.
Hey, I think it's real. Yeah, okay, there's a game called Tales of Zestiria, which had a very troubled development, and because of that, the plot doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
And the whole crux of the plot relies on the fact that over one teenager's lifetime, everybody in the world forgot about the Pope. So when the teenager grows up and becomes the new Pope, nobody knows what a Pope is. And the way I made that work in my own brain was that the Pope kid was raised by ghosts. And ghosts don't normally eat food, but they kill pigs for him to eat and make food out of the pigs for him to eat. So I established that the food that the ghosts makes humans immortal. So he's been eating ghost food for hundreds of years. And that's...
Okay, that makes me feel bad in a number of ways. Like, it's just like constellations of things that make me feel awful. I don't like eating animals, and pigs are particularly cute and dog-like, and I can't imagine eating like any dog that
I have raised pigs to eat. They are not cute. Potbelly pigs are cute, but farm pigs are not cute. They're mean and they're destructive and smart, which makes them troublesome.
Right. So there's that angle. Then the kind of plot you're describing is kind of the plot of Bravely Second, which I have been thinking way too much about and have over 10,000 words worth of video essay written about so far.
Oh boy.
Well,
I'm
whatever-
only through chapter 3.
Whatever its plot is, it has to be better than Tales of Zestiria.
I'm not confident that's the case, because this game had, like, the least troubled development you could imagine. Like, the studio was basically told, hey, make a sequel to this popular thing, and they're like, okay, and then do it in, like, 2 years or whatever. And that happened.
Yeah,
They advertised it not at all. No one knew that this thing came out.
with Zestiria represented a big jump to a new. I'm leaving, by the way. We're eating a lot of out on the bridge, by the way. Just as a.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy this.
You got extra battles.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, he's getting beat up, so he went to go tent, but he found some more marrows. I went on the left of the bridge this time, and I only got like 3 encounters, so it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that could happen. I thought it was like a one-time event.
No, we're gonna be getting a bunch of those.
Yeah, they
The,
come back.
The encounters are random, just like when you cross a certain line, it rolls the dice for whether you get it. And so you can actually do runs where you just run straight through the bridge and get nothing. That is literally possible.
Yeah, the speedrun games.
I'm gonna go right. Crap. Yeah, didn't siege of Big Bridge.
And, but yeah, and like back to what I was saying is that that video game also has colossal plot problems and also involves a young person who is the Pope.
Yeah, so the main crux of Zestiria's issue. Oh boy, 3 steps. Is that. Oh no, not Neo Garula.
Oh no! A gorilla is friend to all children. Also, it absorbs lightning, so don't attack it with this blitz whip.
I'm gonna attack it with the Blitz Whip, it'll just gain 100 health. Yeah. Zestiria just has so many issues, it's kind of sad.
It's a game where
Holy crap.
Roshan's plot is explained in the next game that... Like, Berserker has like 3 lines of dialogue in it about Zestiria, and those 3 lines of dialogue explain the plot way better than the entire 60 hours of the previous
Jesus.
game.
Okay, alright. So here we
Okay.
are.
Gilgamesh.
Ah! It's go time.
Berseria is also a good game. And Zestiria might be a good game to play, kind of, but it's not like a super great game.
So, I want to time out the bear to, like...
If you see like a really meaty axe hit, you can try it.
Yeah. I also think jumping isn't worth it in this fight, because I'm not dodging anything.
If you get into phase 2, it'll be worth it. No, he doesn't. Is it this fight that he has the anti-air missiles?
What?
Oh my god, I forgot that he sometimes has anti-air missiles. I think it is.
Oh boy. Let's actually...
In some Gilgamesh fights, if you jump against him, he'll fire rockets at you while you're midair. Tales of Berseria is good. It came out similarly to Persona 5 and handles like themes of adultness much better than that game does.
I think I'm at about... Ah, damn it! Ah! I was gonna say, I think I was at like 35 there.
It's still probably worth throwing your bear.
Yeah, like my plan was Galoof was gonna make that hit, and then I was gonna... Okay, well... That's fine, this jump will hit for 400. No, actually reduced. Alright, let's throw the bear. The bear will still hit, like...
Deploy the bear.
Yeah, it still hits, but it hits for 11 instead of, Okay. Nice!
Yeah, nice.
Thanks, Galoof. Okay, jump, which will... Alright. Knock out my Berserker, that's not stick.
Jump has a habit of, like, doing, like, 1 to 5 more HP and damage than you actually have.
Yeah, jump specifically in this fight, I think, hits for about 400 flat. Oh boy, we are,
No longer treading water.
Yeah. The speed is a key issue here. Yeah, I'm not even getting attacks in. Okay, let's heal up Ferris. Ferris is hitting the hardest, and Lena's hitting the second hardest. Or I guess Lena's hitting the hardest from a jump. Damn it. Thank you! Just any turn using an electrocute, I will take. You have moves that aren't jump.
Maybe it's like the slug move where he pulls it out and it's the wrong thing he could do.
I'm still basically in favor of enemies, even bosses in JRPGs, behaving randomly.
I feel like I either behave randomly or let them have a plan that they execute.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like in this turn, like Gilgamesh here. He has a plan. When he gets to 50% health, he's going to cast his buffs.
Okay.
Or like in SMT Nocturne, there's Matador, who's like, I'm going to buff my evasion and hit rate, attack you with wind spells, and critical your ass. You should do something about that.
Right. Like, if any of these bosses was, like, given player control, and you
They would
had,
just,
like, another...
use.
Yeah, there was another person on the other end selecting the thing to do, like, you would just never win. Like, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And that's not great. And if you have a boss with a whole, like, AI script to, like, react to certain moves, you open yourself up to, like, exploits, basically. Because, like, the scripts that you make are never going to be that complex for, like, a game this size. You need to make so many scripts. Like, no, you make the simplest version of it possible. So you make a Punisher move, where if player does X, you do Y. And these are not universally exploitable, and it makes the boss fight worse.
Catastrophe.
Yeah.
I love Catastrophe, though.
Oh boy!
I also like it in Dark Souls. Yeah, it's all up to Ferris, huh?
There's a second fight behind this.
I mean, the exploit feels a lot nicer when it's up against Azulmagia.
This is a wipe.
Well, now we'll get a chance to fight Gilgamesh and have
No.
it better.
Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah, like, you know, teaching Azulmagia to use self-destruct and then having him do it is, like, fun and cool. Because it's over right away, and you feel smart for doing it. And it's built into the boss and all that, and it's like, oh.
Yep.
But the kind of thing I'm talking about is where, you know, you use an item and Super Ornstein throws a lightning at you, even if he can't hit you from where he is and where you are.
I like that.
Alright, on to day 3 of the bridge siege.
Day 3 of the bridge siege.
You're gonna have to slow down the battle theme.
XS Millions are getting increasingly tired of playing this song.
Nobody gets tired of playing this song, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so Little Chariot is the monster on the bridge that is
The bad one.
The worst. Like, you see a little chariot, it's the absolute worst because it can cast Mustard Bomb.
And your Blitz Whip will never cast Thundara again, especially not against Little Chariot. You'll do it against Neo Gorilla.
That's fine. Okay. Ahem, day 3. Now, theme of bridge at half speed, yes.
So now we keep track of how much damage you do.
500, 800.
So is the mustard bomb's presence in FF5 an indication that the world understands what mustard gas is, and is that what it's supposed to be?
I think it's just a bomb with a bunch of mustard seeds attached to it, and the spicy mustard causes you to become confused.
Is that what spicy mustard does? I've never been confused by spicy mustard.
I'll have to plot something then.
Okay, I think we release after this hit. I think we're about 3,000 in here, give or take. So there's 2,200. Suppose I misjudged. Haste. Protect.
So he should be
Shell.
largely dead.
Okay, and a jump that didn't immediately kill. So okay, never mind. Never mind what I just said.
He just decided to do it again. What an asshole.
Can't stop that. Far and away, jump is the obvious, like, threat here because of how, like...
So that thing I was saying about, like, giving the boss control to a player and then just doing the right move every turn,
I choose to use jump against non-berserkers. I now choose to use jump against a berserker. That's my plan.
Goodness! Alright, sweet. I must have had that right on then.
Yeah, you were very... It was, on the nose.
Alright, that means I still have my elixirs in the pocket.
So, there... I think you could leave if you wanted to, That has its own dangers, though.
We're just spending the elixirs and moving forward, left side.
I really think that leaving is a bad idea here, because at the very least, to leave, you're going through about as many fights as you would be going through going forward, right? And then the reward for doing so is more fights.
Is 16 Chipmunk's energy. How large of a bridge is half-speed battle? Like, is that battle on the medium bridge?
Does the bridge get smaller as the tempo of the song goes up or down? Like, what's the polarity? Like, a slower per song would imply a larger bridge, right?
Right, like it's a slog now. It's much, much larger.
So the faster the song...
The smaller the bridge, yeah.
Alright, the barrier... Friend to all... Yes. Neo Gorilla, friend to...
Friend to
all the cyberpunks, all the true cyberpunks out there.
All the cyberpunks fighting.
Dedicated to, yeah.
Although that's a Kojima thing, and he is what clowns are imitating, so you can't say something.
That ain't gonna stop me from quoting that one. Okay. Anyway,
I feel that quote is only more further evidence of my idea.
All right, I'm sad that we're done with the battle on the bridge, but we are. This actually gives me access to like finally purchasing
You have gold armor,
like real armors and high potions.
Yes, and holy water. You should buy holy water.
Meddlesome bums. The wind shrine got torn down. I can do 10-lane big bridge.
Nice. I guess we only have 3 lanes on on the big bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that exactly what happened to the island shrine?
Yeah, it did have a. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, nobody might have mixed up the shrines.
Well, that's
There's 10 shrines now, or 11 shrines, right? 'Cause there's 2 of each color, and then the one multicolor one.
yeah, there's 11 shrines for your shrine needs. Okay, now we're in a good position. Basically getting past the bridge, it means that we're now in, now that we're in World 2 for real. Yeah.
Oh, it's a toll booth.
Yeah, it's a toll
That's
booth.
What the island shrine is.
Who put a toll booth in the middle of a bridge?
X-Death. You gotta pay him $5.
I figured most of the tolls in this game would be blood.
Nope.
Not this one. This one's $5 American.
I don't have any of those.
We do not accept a gill here. We'll have to go to a money-changing spot.
The toll booth actually accepts change, but only change divisible by 5, 4, 3, or 2.
Ah, yes.
Alright, there's my town. Oh, I gotta fight. I gotta flee. That's it. Alright.
I wish I could flee.
Yeah. Alright, so now I can purchase weaponry, and...
Is the lance for sale here better than your lance? Is Wind Lance better?
Wind Lance is worse.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
So I can get Orichalcum Dirk. I could get the hammer as well, but like...
I just prefer Dirk over Hammer for even my Berserkers.
Okay, 2 gold shield, 2 gold helm, 1 gold armor. And that's all we need on armors.
Because you do want some kind of weapon for Dragon Veil that isn't Dumax.
Yeah, that's the literal spot where you want that. I guess I'll go buy a pair of Dirks. Hey, I'll buy 1 Dirk. If only thieves could use bows. I have a dark bow. Oh, you know what? I should sell some of that garbage now that I have my full squad.
Yeah, sell your speed shakes.
Yeah, hold on. Let's quick item sort.
For a Shamrock Shake.
Yeah, because now that I know my classes, Speed Shake, Iron Draft, Goliath Tonic.
Oh yeah, we should buy items after this too, with your Poshis.
Yep,
and Holy Fossers.
Fire Scroll, Shuriken, Lightning Scroll. I ain't gonna need Knife, I ain't gonna need Dagger, I ain't gonna need Mithril Knife. Let's keep Mage Mash. I ain't need Coral Sword, I ain't need Ancient Sword. Can't use rods, can't use bows, can't use staves? Can't use staves.
Yeah, see, this is the kind of stuff that I should have done to my village, so that the giant bird who steals your shit would not have been attracted to my pile of loot.
And you can keep your other Doomsicle in case you put Equip X on
Yeah.
your Beastmaster.
Okay. That's a good amount of cash. Now we can go cash that in for some high potion and some Phoenix down. I'm basically just gonna bottom dollar on this stuff. Then I'm on the other shop for holy waters. Don't care about ethers. Those are actually useless here.
Yeah. You don't need a whole lot of holy waters, but boy, you sure miss them when you don't got them.
Yeah. I think the rest will probably go into gold needles.
Yeah. And then that kind of pays for itself.
Yeah, because I'm probably gonna wanna do. Well, Like I
You
want
definitely a Max Thief on somebody.
well,
just so you
I want
know.
Max Thief and I want a Max Beastmaster.
Yeah, so you're definitely going to be doing the do. Right,
Appreciating the statuary.
I did
Yeah.
too see a Moogle. Moogles are real. Moogle real. That fat liar said he saw a Moogle.
Moogles aren't real.
Everybody make fun of him for seeing a Moogle.
This bastard over here said he saw a Moogle.
This wizard knows who X-Death is. Everybody knows who X-Death is here.
Well, he has that big castle.
Alright, I think we're good here. We can start moving on to, Moogles, right?
I ain't sure. If you think they exist, go ahead.
Moogles were in games. I think Moogles were in 3,
Actually-
right?
They were in 3.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my in-stay because this has a,
Before
They were in 3. They did not have the Kupo tick yet.
before the advent of the Moogle, there were beavers that one person could talk to because
Guys,
he was so dumb that his intelligence was animalistic.
Gee. Was he Gee or Guy? I'll let you decide, Kaz.
I think he's Guy, but I speak enough French to think that.
Well, the muscular, simple idiot is like a French archetype, right?
I thought it was Italian, right? Like the
It's gotta be probably
the
both.
whole the whole what's it? I almost said Cosa Nostra, but that's not it at all.
That's a
and it's-
Corsican.
Right.
No, a Sicilian. Sorry, Corsican's something completely different. The
What
Corsican
am I-
flag has a knife on it,
thinking of?
though.
With Pagliacci and the others, the acting thing.
Yeah.
Commedia dell'arte. Yeah. There's like a just big strong buffoon in Commedia dell'arte, I'm pretty sure. Without looking that up in the least.
Sam,
Don't know if they talk to beavers.
you get this scene if you stay at the inn, and the inn is free.
It's free. Galoof drinks.
You pay with your life. Because it costs you a cutscene.
I like how you can see the secret passage even during the
Yeah, you can see the
Yeah. Oh, that's so dope.
the secrets are known.
My thieving eyes can tell the passage.
Galoof's eyes are just sort of shifting every so often.
It's like when there's like a floating treasure box in Final Fantasy 13 or 13-2 while this lengthy cutscene is playing out and all you want to do
I
is run
hate
over
it.
and grab it.
Every time I hate it.
I love it when games do that. I also really like it when you go to an area and you can see a treasure, but you have to get to the very end of the area before you can get the treasure.
I love it when
see, that's
NPC
tempting.
cycles,
That's a nice
including
one.
your partner character, are operating on their own cycles independent of the cutscene, so they're just constantly bumping into the person while they're talking or something.
Yeah.
No, okay. The absolute best is a video game that's kind of terrible called Two Worlds.
Not kind of terrible, extremely terrible.
Extremely terrible. And in an early release of the game, like pre-patched, I'll call it, you could like irritate the main antagonist who shows up very early in the game to like taunt you. But if you attack him, he'll attack you back. And if the townsfolk see him commit violence, they'll like chip in, and they have enough power to take him down. They just, like the local guard will just kill him, and then you win.
Yeah,
And it's just like
Because you
speedrun of the game.
killed the main bad guy.
yeah, him dying
Now.
is tied to the event flag. This play the ending cutscene.
Right. Now, I was playing patched, so that didn't work. However, I was still able to, like, antagonize him enough that he would attack me. But then, I walked into an event region for talking to this other dude. And
Hello there.
like a huge fireball hit me dead while I was stuck in this cutscene talking to the man.
I'm just like, oh no! Blammo! And it's oh, it was so good. So yeah, in-engine cutscenes, actually brilliant. Love them.
I'm a big fan of in-engine cutscenes because they'll let you have fashion. Nice.
Your own. It's good when that happens. It's bad when like you get to name your own character, and so they call you Son of Jekt or whatever to get around the fact that they can't call you whatever your name should be.
The star player of the Zanarkand Age.
Yeah. This guy. They do that one in Persona 4 a lot. This guy.
In Bravely Second, most of which is voiced, and you can change all of your characters' names. They just don't change anything.
That's probably the way to do
I
it.
think Star Ocean's the same. You can change all your character names in Star Ocean 4, but the cutscenes will still call you Edge Maverick.
I know Star Ocean 3 did too.
What can you improve on that, though? Can any of us honestly think of a name better than Edge Maverick?
Edge Maverick.
I'm confident that I can because I'm no longer 14.
I mean, I'm pretty good at naming things. I couldn't come up with one. Like Ed Maverick.
Bergu is evidence of that. True.
Bergu is great. He's Piero Shepherd, son of Pipe Shepherd, became Bergu the demon. That's also Pizza. Pizza was a perfect name.
Sorry, thinking of the other naming bit. We were talking about FF9 a little earlier today, and FF9 has that really great scene where Garnet asks Zidane, "Hey, what's this knife called?" "Oh, it's a dagger." Well,
Dagger,
well then I'm gonna
Princess Peach Butt.
yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna name myself Daisy. Like, all right. Hey, it's a Moogle.
Although
I found a Moogle. Kubo.
they call me the Flamin' Spaghetti.
So, okay, if you listen to Moogle theme here, like, Moogle theme here is used for Moogle theme in 14 when you fight Good King Mogglemog. It just also happens that that remix of Good King Mogglemog and the Moogle song itself sounds a little bit close to This Is Halloween, and the Good King Mogglemog version of it just sounds exactly like This Is Halloween.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
If the 14 everything is like orchestral and so on, if they're not being intentionally wacky.
Yeah.
That's why I don't actually like the 14 version of Battle on the Big Bridge at all.
Well, there's a different version of it. Well, there's two versions of it, right? But I
Normal one, the one when he transforms.
yeah, they do play the just FF5 one in the game, which is sweet.
Yeah, which is the good one. Because it's got the Electro organ, which is very Uematsu.
Alright, oh wait, there's a boss in here.
They give you a Phoenix down to use on it.
Yeah, I know. But like,
The real boss here is Blood Slime.
yeah, I don't
Blood
want
Slime 3. Oh no. But Blood Slime 6.
yeah, I have Flea. Look, I have Flea on Galoof for a reason. Okay, if
The version of Battle on the Big Bridge in 13.2 is pretty good, but that fight is fucking hard.
Yeah.
I gotta try that one soon.
You'll have to try it. I had to make a great sacrifice to defeat him. Because I didn't want to make Scrunchy the Deathticle. Because every guide tells you to do that, just to use as your commando. So I used a different commando that I thought was cooler.
I use Cactuar because Cactuar's great.
But it wasn't good enough to beat Gilgamesh. Basically, so I fed my commando to Scrunchy the Deathticle. So it was like the ultimate humiliation. I had to
Oh,
give up
man.
everything to beat.
That is definitely crawling through the legs of the opponent that is defeating you.
But I killed him. I killed Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
I had his blood in my hand.
Chrono Trigger Gun, one of the things about 14 is that 14 has, like,
It has everything.
an infinite amount of different themes, like, all sorts of different music all over the place. So, like, that's what makes its soundtrack so strong in my mind, is that, like...
It's like the Smash Bros. Version of Final Fantasy.
Because, like...
Yeah, it's massive.
And not only that, like, it also has bits where it gets to re-reference back at itself with, I think you're talking about the Shiva, the second one, you know, and, like... There's a lot of good stuff in there.
That particular track is burned in my mind from when we kept falling over on the second half of the extreme.
Yeah.
Because we had to do different things with the sword now.
And the bits on the wall, and don't touch the wall, and...
Oh, man.
The one that
Everything could fall apart.
stuck always with me is there's a part in where you start the Dragoon quest at, in the ice town.
Yeah, in Kurthus somewhere.
In Kurthus, just inexplicably has the Orbone Monastery theme in this one little spot. Like, it plays Final Fantasy Tactics music for some reason. And then later they have a Final Fantasy Tactics area.
Make your choice, everybody. Moogle or Skeleton?
I'm gonna choose Skeleton every time.
Careful, Mr.
Go up. Because...
This game needed Kupo nuts in it. Not everything can be nice, though.
This is a boss.
Now, Phoenix Down can miss. It just usually doesn't.
Yeah.
Man, one of these days I'm gonna fight that boss fair. See what Tyrannosaur is all about.
I have no idea what it does.
I've done it before. He's weak to fire, so you can just, like, burn him. Yep, any kind of fire damage.
And he's clearly not heavy, so he's vulnerable to all sorts of mischief.
Moogle.
And I just sort of assumed that all he does is hit hard and then cast Bone occasionally.
He does use Bone. I think he might be able to...
Oh no! Oh no, is that the, like, skeletal remains of Rhyme? Bone!
Up there!
I never hear the other half of what he's saying, because, like, other people
I know.
are like...
I thought it always sounds like he's getting hit, right?
Well, he yells
So you
bone,
just
and then there's a literal 3-second stop before he yells the second half of upper, and then...
Also, what the fuck does bone upper mean? Are you...
What does electric gutbuster mean? I don't know.
Well, Electric Gutbuster, you bust their guts with electricity.
That's a kick.
Bone Upper, you make their bones better.
No, it's an uppercut to the bone.
To the bone?
Use a bone.
Like,
I mean, you're going to probably...
What if
Like,
you're
chances
going
are you're
against
going
the
to hit a
bones?
bone if it has a skeleton in it.
No, okay. The electric Gutbuster is a kick, but the kick is powered by electricity. And if you want to argue that, your nervous system and muscles are electrochemical, mister. So to move your leg, you use electricity. Ergo, the Electric Gutbuster is electric.
And now we get to do my favorite part, which is where I just sort of mow the grass for a while because I forgot exactly where the Moogle village is. So we're just gonna... We just mow for a little while.
Go, I'm Bo.
I just do it. I know that I've been here 1,000 times, but I'll never remember exactly where it is, so I just mow the grass.
It'll always work.
Alright, we need to get,
I appreciate having a fail-proof strategy.
Okay.
This sequence I like a little less. Because it's like not clear what you're supposed to do, and what you actually end up doing is you just wait a bit.
Yeah, and then it's also just like, the point is you don't know where the Moogle village is, and then later on you are shown where it is very explicitly.
But
like,
you
great.
get to put on the Moogle suit.
Also, you get you also get the dancing dagger and 1 gil and 10,000
Get
gil.
1 gil.
That 1 gil, 10,000 gil thing is one of the few examples of an effective joke in a game. Like, it always works. I love it.
1
And
gil.
it's told through just game mechanic, just placement of treasures.
It's
What
also
if
not
fucking
at the
genius
expense
though?
of the player.
A
Because
Moogle.
it's like, you get the 10,000 gil anyway, so you don't feel
Right.
cheated.
Yeah. It's like that internet meme that was going around that
2K.
didn't actually obtain meme status, but it was like, if you put $100 million on the table in a book that says how to earn $100 million, I'm taking the book every time. And then it's next to like a comic graphic of like this theoretical guy reading the book, and the book has one page that says, "Take the money on the table," instead of the book.
All right. Now we get lost in the crowd.
Which one is the real one?
Can you figure out which one I am?
Is it the one moving at double speed?
Is it the one that the camera's centered on?
We need a camera hack. Then you could definitely
Yeah.
not actually fool us because all the Moogles are wiggling at twice the rate that you are.
Well, I can wiggle at a lot of rate. Okay.
That's what I liked about.
I can wiggle with the best of Moogles.
I honestly don't know if you are at this point wiggling or vibrating.
There was That's what I liked about the Watch Dogs game, because it ripped off Dark Souls, so it had invasions. But one of the best tactics to avoid getting killed when you were invading, or when you were invading, was to pretend to be an NPC. So you had to like hide among.
Yes.
We played a game at MagFest like that, and they gave us like game code. It was Thief Town.
Oh yeah, the little cowboy thing.
Yeah, where you're all cowboy.
Oh, everybody has to pretend
Everyone
to be
is like a duplicate.
Yeah.
And you have to hide.
And I think you're trying to do a murder.
Yeah, you're trying to kill every other player.
Was that an
Like-
escape room or just a...
Not, it
one
was
of the
like a
indie
game.
games. It was-
Okay, it's just a board
It
game.
was an
Okay.
arcade.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
it was
okay.
like you had a bunch of NPCs, you had a bunch of characters on screen. You got to
Yeah, there were like 20 characters on screen who all looked exactly alike, and like the
Moogle.
NPCs were moving at random, and the players were like trying to imitate them. And if you caught someone like suspiciously moving, you could meander over to them and stick a knife in them. But
I think like the light would go dark, and then it would come back, and then like somebody would be dead or something like that.
that's if you succeeded.
Yeah.
If you stabbed someone who wasn't, they would shine a spotlight on you.
Mm.
That was a pretty clever little thing, but it was also like, it was one of those games that you can't play too much.
Yeah.
It has what I went to a talk at a MagFest panel where they described this phenomenon as the Needhog problem. And the Needhog problem is, in their play group, this one dude was just too fucking good at Needhog. So
You could not play
you know,
Needhog with him, 'cause he would just
you
kill
couldn't play Needhog with him anymore. It was just like, oh well, let's play the game where you win. And that, it had that kind of thing to it, with kind of like no bottom to how bad you could be at this game, and kind of a not very high ceiling either. And that's not really, like, if your friends have played this before, they just murder you immediately, and you don't know what's going on because this video game is weird.
Like all four of you need to be on the same level.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I empathize with this problem. Also, yeah, Spy Party is another example of this phenomenon. The Spy Party is the same thing, where you're trying to find who the spy is amongst a group of NPCs, and one of them is a player.
Now, my favorite example of that was in Dark Souls itself, where I would attempt to get invaded in like hotspots, but use the spell that lets you disguise yourself as the things that are just around, and Orlando, and becoming a pot, and just like waiting for my invaders to grow bored.
The best way to do that for the longest time, I used to do this all the time, is I would go to the forest and get invaded, but I would dress up as Shiva of the East and stand where he stood. But what people didn't realize is if you actually invade and Shiva is there, he'll look like a ghost to you. So I would just stand there and let people walk past
They
me.
never tried to lock onto you.
They
Oh my god.
every 1 in 3 people would get you, and then you would just fight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like none of these, like part of what made this kind of stuff thrilling is that it wasn't foolproof.
Yeah. Like the fun part was having them just like blunder past you, looking about for you, and you're just standing there. It's like
Yep.
the fun
No,
part.
I did the forest ones too, disguising myself as a plant.
Yeah.
And then after, like, this was the genius part. Like, after like a couple of minutes, I saw my invaders attacking plant life, and I'm like, oh shit! Oh, they know what I'm doing, but they're still wrong.
Is,
That's the
Bar-
situation with X-Death.
is Bart's Ike?
Yes. Because he's the only non-noble in the party, but he has noble stats, so he's got to be a ranger.
Well, he also has like secret lineage stuff too, like Ike does.
He's like Dorgan would have been a king if he had gone back to Glyph's world.
Does he have a castle? Does Zorgan get a house?
Nah, he'd probably have like gotten it by being cool, you know, like how kings, like all the old royalties started with somebody being a warlord, right?
Sure. Because
Fully, yes. I mean,
I'm just thinking like, because Ike's dad was also like general and army sort of dude.
Yeah, he was like a warlord.
he's from army.
Hello, I am General from military.
I forgot his name, and I forgot the name of the country that. And I haven't played Path of Radiance in years.
Yeah, we regret to inform you that your dad from army
He's owned.
got owned in the opening cutscene.
Yeah. Bartz looks directly at the camera here.
This sure is a surprise and a half. Don't stand
What
up
a
there.
whopper!
Part of why I enjoy FF5 so much is that it has it has bits where it has like serious stuff happen, but for the most part, this game is just a big old cartoon joke.
Yeah, it's a Saturday morning cartoon.
It's simplistic, and that makes it relatable. They don't try to go too
It's
big.
it's hard to be too self-serious when the vessels to convey all of your emotions to the player are like 16 by 16 pixels. It's not impossible, but it's like harder than if you just don't.
All right.
I
think I think it's also difficult to pull off effective jokes as well in it. Like it's difficult to, I guess, convey anything in a 16 by 16, right? Like when you're that limited.
I mean, in the GBA version, at least, the writing does a lot of heavy lifting that
the
original game did not get to have.
Quite good.
A tiny splinter.
You think I sat here for centuries munching on pizza?
No,
Yes,
I don't like it.
I
Give
love
me back
it.
the stocklet.
No,
Take me back. I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm having my revenge because you gave me the socklet ROM, but it didn't have socklets in it. I wanted to get high on your supply, and I did not. I got circlets.
Oh, there's nothing
I
new.
still don't know how that happened.
There's nothing new here. I go talk to that wizard if I wanted something new, but I don't.
The new thing here is buying gold needles.
Or like going into the grabbing that sword out of the.
Well, you do that on your way back, because once you leave, you can't return.
Ooh, you
until-
could pretend to be a shopkeeper.
Oh,
They give you a reward for that
I gotta get.
after admonishing you for hassling them.
Well, I want to go talk to this wizard first.
Right, the library. I forgot about the library. Is that here, or is that's the next?
So
Optimizing isn't smart. I didn't know about this.
Oh, pretending to be a shopkeeper?
Don't interrupt me while I'm working. And you get thrown out. It's silly.
You look so dejected.
This is where you have the harp.
It's really nice that they give you a little something for finding this little.
I never knew about this. Excellent.
Every time around, we find out somebody gets to learn new facts about Final Fantasy V. I swear it. I know we've played this game to death and we know so much. There's a billion facts.
Most of my picking apart of this game has been a mechanical of nature, not like little Easter egg stuff like this. This is nice.
Sure. I mean, it might come up. Maybe you'll have some reason you want that harp, because it's confusion harp too.
Like I used to be able to tell you what part of Excess parts, Excess parts had how much health, because that mattered. Confusing melody.
Which bits of the cactuar to fight.
I mean, I've definitely learned a lot about one really stupid ancillary command that nobody ever uses because it was from an advanced class.
That's late enough for me. I'm good on Fiesta. Wow, that was instantaneous. Look, I'm from Minnesota. When we say goodbye, we're like, we're gonna take off. We sit around, talk for 10 minutes. We wander towards the door. We talk for 10 minutes. We leave. We go outside. We talk for 10 minutes. Get in the car, kind of yell out the window, and then we leave. That's how it goes.
He just sort of vanished.
Yeah, and now I'm just up and off. Anyway, that's it for today.
I hope he gets to sleep.
Yeah. That's it for today. Thank y'all for joining. Hope y'all had fun with Fiesta. We'll keep doing this through, This is a good day for it, so we'll probably fit it in on here unless we actually find enough people to do some Halo stuff. Follow for knowing when we go live with stuff. Tomorrow should be some Xenoblade. That'll be moving forward with the plot rather than just side quests, so that'll be fun stuff. Subscribe for cool skulls, cool slimes, and all that, but if you're having a good time, that's all I can ask for. So, thank you all for joining. Thanks to Gnome and Vprisoner and Kaz for being around.
Yeah.
Alright. Night, everybody.